Hey yo, a check 1 2 on 1 2. Is this thing on? Y'all know what it is. It's me, myself, your boy Trey, the commish. I got my man, the People's Coach CC in the building. I'm very sure Bishop, aka the GOAT, aka Sean, aka Quick, aka you know what? The individual has so many aliases. You know what? I'll wait till he's here so that way no one thinks I'm being disrespectful. CC, what's good with you? How's it going this morning? How it do? What it do?
Man, it's all right. Wake up to football. Atlanta hanging in there already. That's can't ask for much more than that. Colts supposed to be tough. I don't know what the point line was, but hey, they showing up in Berlin too. Did you see they doing the swag surf and all that outside
Yeah,
outside that stadium?
Berlin came ready to play. They's like, this is we the other side. This is what we do. If you don't know what he's talking about the Atlanta Falcons are currently playing against the Indianapolis Colts in Berlin, Germany for the international game today, in which Atlanta is currently leading the Colts at halftime by the score of 14-13. Unexpected when you take in consideration what the Colts play has been. They're currently sitting atop of the NF, not just their division, their conference, but the NFL in general at 7-2 with a high power offense, but it's not looking that great right now. As CC was just saying, what were you just saying earlier, CC? If you do what with Daniel Jones?
Man, if you put some pressure on that boy, man, he fold up like a house of cards. I'm trying to tell you, it's a house of cards out there.
So yeah,
Pittsburgh
so
told
of
you that
course
last week, and this week Atlanta said we picked up some of the
the
tips.
blueprint was everyone says sometimes you gotta let go of what you want to do and take in consideration what everyone else did to get where you gotta go. So right now, like you said, currently the Colts are down by 1 point, by the score 13-14 versus the Jason versus the Atlanta Falcons. So I would say something about this guy's attire right now, but it comes from a place. So I'm gonna let it for this week. I will let it ride.
You gonna let it ride regardless. It don't matter what either way it go. This is what it is. If anything, you should be up on CC for having that damn Dallas star behind his head. If anybody, if you want to jump on somebody, jump on
Whoa, whoa,
CC
whoa,
with
whoa,
them
whoa.
Dallas Cowgirls playing it the way they've been playing. That's who you need to jump
Whoa,
on right
whoa,
there.
whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm catching straight. But you see what I'm repping for? I'm already geared up for Monday night. I'm already geared up for Monday night.
You
He
wrong for
put
that,
he
CC.
pulling a
You
Homer
wrong for
Simpson.
that, CC. You
He
so
pulling a
wrong for
Homer
that.
Simpson. And especially when you take into consider. Oh no, they play y'all. I was about to say,
Yeah,
especially
we
when you take
play
into
Green
they
Bay.
play
We
they
got
play
Green Bay
y'all on
tomorrow.
Monday night.
Yeah, we got Green Bay
Yeah.
tomorrow. You wrong for
Yeah.
that, CC. I'm just gonna tell you, you so wrong for that.
So I had interesting before we get into being on the Cowboys, right? Actually, it has to do with both the Cowboys and the Eagles. Do y'all know there was a poison pill put into the deal for Michael Parsons?
What do you mean it was a poison? Huh? What do you mean?
What?
A poison pill.
What is that?
What what is that? What does
So
that mean? Yeah.
so what it means is that the Green Bay Packers cannot trade Micah Parsons to anyone in the NFC East, especially the Philadelphia Eagles, without having to relent the first round draft pick to back to the Dallas Cowboys. So until 2000, so if Micah Parsons, because of course Micah Parsons being from Philly or in and around that area, the idea would have been that he wanted to go back home to play. But now what has been Dallas Cowboys put into the contract is if Michael Parsons goes back to the goal is traded to Philadelphia between now and the 2027 seasons that they have to relinquish the 2028 first round draft pick from the Green Bay Packers.
Oh wow, that's
That's
smart.
deep.
I ain't mad at that.
Well,
So
that
so
keeps him out of the NFC East.
Yeah.
correct. Yeah. I mean, unless you gotta think
I mean,
it's
unless you willing,
strategy.
unless we willing
Yeah,
to
it's like
yeah,
you say,
unless they
it's
willing to take
checks, not
those, yeah,
checkers.
Oh,
yeah,
So if
it is,
you're
yeah,
willing,
yeah.
and if I have 30 through 32, and I feel like Michael Parsons is going to be a benefit to me, I'm making that trade. Like, bro, you're going to get my 32nd pick.
I think
Okay.
I think Green Bay set up for the next 2-3 years to try to make a legit run at a Super Bowl or a couple of Super Bowls. I don't think they would do it. But Philly would be the only team as a Cowboy fan. Philly would be the only team I would be worried about in our division getting Michael Parsons. And you want to go to the Giants? Good luck with that. You want to go to the Commanders right now? When you don't even know the health of their quarterback. When Jaden Daniels gonna be back great. So yeah, you can go to those two. Like, don't even worry about it.
So I would look at it differently, and of course you chime in. I would look at it differently. Like Micah Parsons, and just like Micah Parsons in the field, of course, as a collective that makes them stronger. But can you see Micah Parsons in New York with that on that defense? Like that's different. That's a whole lot different. That makes a potent defense all with what they got, because unless they're trading for one of those players and to get him. In Washington, maybe not so much, but like you said, it's in flex. So I would look at that different. But in any case, you don't want to see an ex-player come back to see you 2 times a year to where they've been in your organization for a while. So I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, like you said, it's chess, not checkers. So if you trying to do, I mean, that's the first time I've ever heard something of that magnitude of being able to prevent.
They do that in college.
Oh, do they?
Yeah,
I've never heard it.
Basically saying that when people go,
well, if they do that in college, how they able to do that in college with the NIL stuff?
Basically, by when you take in consideration they're in college, they basically say that they're going to and well, before that's what I was about to say. Before the NIL in college, what they used to say is what they'll bring up is say that that yes, you can go into the transfers portal. However, because they used to have to release them from the from their scholarships and stuff. So they used to tell them like you can go talk, but you can't. We're not going to release you if you, let's say Alabama is Nick Saban was notorious for it. Right. If he was basically that they couldn't go to anyone in the SEC.
Oh, so that's why Jalen Hurts ended up at OU.
Went to Oklahoma. That's why he went to the Big 12.
Okay, that's why
he went to the Big 12. Yeah.
Which, by the way, I just want to put that out there. OU might want to consider going back to the Big 12. They don't look like they can compete in the SEC.
Hold on, partner. Because you ain't like y'all. What you will not do is make it seem like y'all doing so well over there in the SEC. That's what you will not do.
In two seasons, we've done way better than y'all. Look what we have.
Have y'all won a national championship? Have y'all won a national championship? Because that's the big. That's the big.
But who's come the closest? Who's come the closest? You haven't got nowhere.
Well, who's won the big? But if you ain't won it don't even matter. That's just like the Super Bowl.
We in the semifinals. We was in the semifinals last year. Where was y'all?
Do you get a trophy for being in the semifinals?
Weren't we in the SEC championship?
Do you get recognition for being in the semifinals? What I will say is, are we ranked right now? Are we ranked right now?
What's y'all rank?
Well, I think right now, it's a new one coming out today.
Yeah, where y'all at?
It's a new one coming out today. Hold on 1 second.
Where y'all at? 18, 20? Like, where's Oklahoma ranked, Trey? 18, 20?
Oklahoma is in the. I actually have it up here. Oklahoma, no, they're ranked, I think 18 or something like that. So they're in the top 20.
And somehow we ranked 11th. I mean, I don't know. We got the same amount of losses, I think, but I think our games have been, our strength of schedule has been a little different than OU. All I'm saying is that OU was predicted, like, just like Texas was predicted. So far, Texas has shown up for the most part. I haven't seen OU show up yet in the SEC. Like, we're supposed to come and take over, remember? Like, that was the expectation. The competition is a little bit higher. Like, you left the Big 12, and it's like, hey, the Big 12
is popping.
Is it popping? Because those teams are like they struggling in the Big 12.
Texas Tech.
Well, Texas Tech is decent, but how decent are they? Like,
hey Trey, real quick, not to interrupt y'all real quick. The reason why I had to jump off real quick is Chantel just brought in some news that's dealing with the girls today. The Giants have forfeited.
They did?
He has too many. Chantel a text, and he's already told Christian he has too many girls that's playing in basketball tournaments this weekend. So he didn't have enough girls to participate in the game for today. So
He ain't have a minimum of 1 of 5?
I guess not. Remember he had a couple of people that we didn't see the first time.
Yeah, he had a whole squad when we just looked.
Right. So I'm assuming the reason why he didn't have them initially is because
they was in tournaments.
And so this weekend, I guess he couldn't scrounge up enough of them to play in it. So therefore, he just sent Chantel a text and said that we're not gonna tell it different, and we're not gonna tell the parents anything different because I don't want it to be a setup. And he tried to show up with 5 people, and we don't show up on time or whatever, and they fool around because that means now the girls don't play until after the Dolphins and the Raiders play.
Correct.
But either way, it's a forfeit. So now we just preparing for the Dolphins.
For the Dolphins championship, that's all it is.
Yeah. We're in the championship game, so it is what it is. But back to our regularly scheduled program. Sorry about that, all you First Formation fans. I'm sorry, CC as well. But we just had to talk about football. I jumped off real quick because my wife brought in the information about the girls that are about to play. We had 4 games today. Now we only got 3. The girls play 1, and the boys hopefully will play 2.
Yeah.
But anywho, we was talking about college football. What we saying? Let's get it. What go? What we saying? What I was saying was, I know what it was. Let me get back into my mode. Rewind. Bow. Now, what I was saying was, are we both not ranked? And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we might be ranked higher than y'all. To be honest,
we 11th. We ranked 11th.
Y'all ranked 11th right now. Let me see where we rank.
Yeah, ranked 11th.
I think we might be ranked. Let me see where we rank.
Y'all ranked just above us.
No, we ranked 11th. Y'all can't be ranked 11th.
We ranked 11th because we beat y'all. Trust me.
Bro, I'm looking at the thing right now. It says we 11. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. We're ranked 11. Y'all are ranked.
Oklahoma is ranked. Oh, correct. Oklahoma is ranked number 11. Texas is ranked number 13.
I'm looking at Texas ranked 13. Partner.
Yeah.
Partner. I don't want to hear. This is where it stops right here. This is what I'm talking about. The disrespect.
We didn't play yesterday.
In the CFP,
we didn't either.
In the CFP, Oklahoma is ranked 12. Texas is ranked 11.
Oh, in the CFP. Okay. So are we talking about the CFP?
That's the playoffs, right?
Well, the CFP is what precedent. Yeah, CFP takes precedence right now.
Oh, you talking about the CFP? That's the one that count now. Don't do that. Because that ain't the one that always. That's the one that counts now. You're right. Because the CFP came out. But okay, we right behind y'all. Which is, I'm not mad. It's well deserved because y'all did beat I take that. I'll take that. However, who had the hardest strength of schedule?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Y'all play the same people.
No. Our strength of schedule is harder than theirs.
Y'all didn't play Ohio State. Y'all
didn't play Alabama.
Georgia. We play Georgia next week, and then
we play Alabama next week.
And then we play Texas A&M to wrap up. Like Texas A&M is like the number 3 ranked team in the
exactly.
So
they are number 2.
The strength of schedules are gonna pan out in the end. So we'll see where it fall out in the end. Like
yeah, but we beat. Well, but how many teams have y'all beat ranked? And I'll wait.
We beat quite a few teams ranked, haven't we? Like I thought we beat Vanderbilt last week. Like you know what I'm saying? Like only teams we've lost to is what? Ohio State, and then we lost to another team in the SEC that we shouldn't have lost to. Other than that, we've beat all of our SEC opponents. We only lost 1 game in the SEC. We like 4-1 in the SEC in our conference. What are y'all in the conference?
In the conference, we are. Hold on. In the conference, we are.
I think we got the same record in the conference, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so, because we beat Auburn.
We both 4-1.
We beat Auburn. We beat South Carolina. and we beat Tennessee.
Yeah, because I think we got the same record in the SEC because they were showing it yesterday when I was watching the Alabama game. All these teams are log jam at the top with one loss. So how is that going to pan out? My question was going to be,
and we beat
OU,
Auburn.
how's that going to pan out? You guys got who you guys got? You guys got Alabama next week. Then y'all got Missouri, and then y'all got LSU. Then y'all got LSU coming down the stretch.
Yeah, our last 3 games are except for LSU because LSU is still going to be LSU, but they're not ranked anymore because they done took some. They fired their coach and they took some major losses. That's why they fired their coach. But Missouri's ranked at number 19, and of course Alabama's ranked number 4.
Well, all that's going to change that after the CFP drops this week. So
yeah, after is it today or tomorrow?
What,
Tuesday.
Tuesday. It drops Tuesday, but the coaches poll drops today.
That's what. Okay.
In the conference, so check it out. In the conference, y'all are 3-2. We 4-1 in the conference. A&M is 6-0. Alabama is 6-0. Georgia at 6-1. Ole Miss at 5-1. Texas at 4-1. Vanderbilt at 4-2. Oklahoma at 3-2 in the conference. And after that, it's Tennessee at 3-3.
Hold on, how are we 3-2 in the conference? Because we beat
y'all 3-2 in the conference. I'm looking at it right here.
I'm looking at our game. We beat Tennessee. We beat Ole Miss. We beat South Carolina.
Y'all lost to Texas and y'all lost to South Carolina. They're both Texas.
No, we didn't.
We
beat South Carolina.
Y'all lost to Ole Miss.
Ole Miss is in the conference.
Okay. Ole Miss, yes. And then we beat Auburn.
Yeah.
Y'all
3-2. Y'all only losses is to Texas and Oklahoma and Ole Miss.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we beat. Okay.
But I mean, y'all got a pretty good slate still. Like he said, with Alabama, Missouri. Missouri lost yesterday, so they're going to drop. LSU lost yesterday, so they're not even a factor. So right now, Alabama's y'all saving grace.
So if y'all beat Alabama and we lose to Georgia, where does that put us? Because what I'm looking at is,
did y'all beat Alabama?
I don't think we had Alabama on our schedule. We lost one.
No, they didn't have Alabama this year.
Okay.
We lost one conference game.
So, and we don't have Georgia on our schedule.
Correct.
So we ended up with Alabama. They ended up with Georgia. But Alabama's ranked higher than Georgia.
Yeah, but Texas has a stronger strength of schedule right now.
How?
When you look at it, they had number 3 Ohio, who they lost to by 7 points.
Okay.
They played y'all when y'all was number 6 and beat y'all. And now they have Georgia, number 5 Georgia next week, and then at the end of the season they have who is currently number 3 Texas A&M. They've played is top 6 opponents when it comes to their schedule for the most part. Vanderbilt was number 9 when they beat them.
Hold on, because when we played Michigan, they was in the top 10.
Yeah, but they're
when we played them, because that was the beginning of the season. When we played them, they was in the top 10. We can't talk about where they were. Auburn was ranked.
Well, I'm just saying when they played them, what they lost to Ohio State.
I'm saying when we played Michigan, that's where they was in the top 10. It was the first game of the season.
Ohio State was number 3 when they played them and they lost to them. Ohio State is currently number 1. They played y'all when y'all was number 6. Y'all are currently number
12 in the CFP. Number 11.
Yeah, in the CFP, y'all, which is just behind them. They played Vanderbilt when they was number 9, and I think Vanderbilt's out the top 25 in both polls, correct?
No, they're not out the top 25 now. They Vanderbilt is number 19 or something. They was number 19.
Number 19. So Vanderbilt.
So where was Vanderbilt when they played them though?
9. They was number 9.
They was number 9 when we played them.
Okay.
And then they currently have out of the 3 games they have left, they have number 5 Georgia currently at number 5, which is going to probably go up. They have Arkansas, who's not ranked, and then they have currently Texas A&M, who in my opinion is probably going to be number 2 after Indiana struggled with Iowa yesterday. Texas A&M is probably going to move up to number 2, but at this point, currently Texas A&M is sitting at number 3. So they have out of the last 3 games, they have number 5, number 3, and an unranked opponent left with 3 games to go.
I don't understand how Texas A&M is not the number 1 team in the nation. By the way, Ohio State hasn't played nobody other than Texas at the beginning of the year. They played Purdue yesterday or something like that. Like they ain't
Yeah,
playing.
they played
Like
Purdue yesterday.
Ohio
Yeah.
State has played nobody like throughout the season, but somehow they maintain that number one ranking. It's like Penn State all over again. You haven't played nobody to prove that you're number one in the nation, but somehow Ohio State stays at number
Well,
one
aren't they?
when
Well,
Texas
hold on,
A&M
but hold on,
A&M
CC.
has played. They've had to play the most ranked team.
I got you. But isn't Ohio State the current champion?
I mean, yeah, but what that got to do with this season?
Because you got to knock
like,
them off. You got to knock them off. You got to
well,
knock
they
them
say the
off.
strength of schedule. They say the strength of schedule counts, but does it not count? Does it not apply because you won last year? Is my point. Like Texas A&M has played a gauntlet of teams, man. Where it's
But the
like
I was
strength,
about to
they play
say
so many
but
he
the
got
strength of
and they
legs.
beat
schedule.
them all.
He got legs, bro. He got legs.
No,
Texas
I
Beat them
totally
all.
agree with. I totally agree with
And they
CC. The strength
undefeated.
of schedule should, but then we've always argued the point. How is Alabama always? Even despite how they finish the season, they always in the top 5. Always,
Yeah.
no matter how
Because
they finish the season.
Texas, they played Texas, beat them 14-7. They have run roughshod over everybody except for Illinois. Took them, played them pretty good, but they end up winning 34-16. Besides that, they basically done been very imposing on everybody. They got 3 games left on their schedule. They got UCLA next week,
This is
Rutgers.
Ohio State.
Look,
Yeah, they
this is
got
Ohio State,
UCLA next
UCLA,
week,
Rutgers, and Michigan, right?
and
And Michigan.
Michigan, number 21, Michigan,
And
which is
Michigan.
going to be a
Like,
hard game because it's a rivalry.
Right.
Yeah, that's like I mean I can understand y'all's argument, even for
mean,
both of
in
y'all.
range.
Like y'all have played, but again, y'all in the SEC, uh, and it's a little bit different over there.
But the SEC, they've been saying that the Big Ten is overtaking the SEC, and I'm like, I don't see
That's
how
good.
when the SEC
I don't
SEC
believe
is
that.
playing tough, right? Like when you
I
listen
don't
to the
believe that.
experts, they say the Big Ten is taking over
It's
from the
strong.
SEC, but I don't see how.
No. They
I don't see how.
playing. The Big Ten is better than they have been in recent, but they're not overtaking the SEC in my opinion.
No.
Who they got in the Big Ten? Who they got?
Uh,
Name more than 5, because we can name more than 5 in this team.
Ohio State,
Okay.
Ohio State,
Oregon,
Okay.
Oregon.
USC.
No, don't count USC. Don't count USC.
USC. If USC has only
USC in
lost,
there.
USC has only lost 2 games, and the 2 games they
No,
lost
what I'm
to
saying. Okay,
was
go ahead.
ranked
Okay.
opponents. They lost to
I give
Indiana,
you USC. Go ahead, keep going.
Illinois,
Bro, what I'm saying is
Indiana.
this season. You're talking about in this season, right? That's what
Well,
you're
that's the
saying.
only thing we can't talk about right now
Okay.
because that's what's
Okay.
going on.
Indiana,
At one point, it was
Illinois, and who else?
At one point, it was Penn State, but Penn State has fell off hard. Like I don't know what
Exactly.
happened to Penn State.
Okay, so let me ask you this: besides Ohio State, which one of them teams are beating? Which one of them teams you think USC could actually compete with either OU, Texas, Ole Miss, Georgia,
Yes,
Alabama?
Hell
You think they can
no.
compete with
yes.
them? You think they can compete with them?
Hell no.
We've lost the total
Hell
USC. Like right now, this is who's like so. Just going off the eye test right now, who sits across at the top of the Big Ten? The top 6 teams is Indiana at 7-0 and 10-0, Ohio State at 9-0, USC is 7-2, Oregon is 8-1, Michigan is 7-2, Iowa is 6-3.
Hold on,
So
but
just
hold that thought. Man, why y'all 7-2?
Ooh,
Out of that 7-2
fumble.
record, who? Yeah, you threw a pick again. Out of that 7-2, who? Oh no, he fumbled it. My bad. Out of that 7,
sack fumble.
wait for him to come back because I think I know what the question he's about to ask.
my bad.
Go ahead.
My bad. Out of that 7-2, who have y'all played worthwhile?
Notre Dame and Illinois.
So 2 out of the
We
Notre
played
Dame,
and
right?
Michigan.
But you lost to Notre Dame, right? At
Michigan
Illinois,
fell
right?
off. Michigan
We
fell off.
lost to Notre Dame
Okay.
by a touchdown. Like both teams, our 2 losses we have lost by a combined 12 points, and they was against ranked opponents.
So 3 teams out of the 9 games y'all played.
Has been against ranked opponents. Yes.
Or been formidable opponents, I'm saying.
But Oregon
Yeah, we
struggled
played
yesterday against
Notre Dame. We lost to
Iowa.
Notre Dame, number 13 Notre Dame. We beat number 15 Michigan. We lost to, now they're number 23, but at that time I think they was number 15 Illinois. They beat us by 4. Notre Dame beat us by 10. And we have Iowa, who's probably not going to be ranked when we play them next week, and Oregon on our schedule, and then UCLA at the end of the game, at the end of the year. So we have
the only team that y'all got left that's ranked is probably Oregon, right?
Possibly Oregon, yeah. But again, you got to think Iowa lost to a ranked opponent, so they might not fall that far. They might fall to 25. It'd just be on the outside of it. But yeah, we sip, and so we played a total of 5 ranked opponents. Currently, we have 5 ranked opponents in our schedule in the top 25.
And y'all lost how many of those ranked opponents?
2 of them. We lost to Notre Dame. We lost to Illinois by a total of 12 points.
But y'all can't say
14
that.
points. I'm sorry.
But we can all agree that this year, the last couple of years, the college football has taken a trend upward as far as competitiveness. Like, it's been upsets every week.
Yeah,
it has. It's been mad crazy. It has been mad crazy.
And when we talk about rivalries, it's possibly even more because it's a rivalry game. UCLA is going to be very possibly to beat USC, or Alabama could possibly lose to Auburn. Who else has got a rivalry coming at the end of the year? Texas A&M and Texas, like all that can sit up in their rivalries, which causes it causes a difference. Same thing with Oklahoma and Texas. That was the Red River Shootout. No one expected Oklahoma at a number 16 on a downtrodden Texas to take a L, but we see they smacked them. So it's no telling. So those rivalries can make it completely different.
We got to beat Georgia in order to stay in it, in order to stay relevant. That's gonna be a tough game next week. I don't know if we can beat them the way we've been playing this season. Because Georgia looking like they rounded into form, and they got one of the best tight ends in the game right now. How does Georgia keep getting those tight ends? Like if Ohio State has wide receivers, then Georgia got to be a hub for like tight ends or something, right? How do they keep getting those like potent tight ends like that? Big body, good hands, and a little bit of speed.
It's very close because it's a couple of other ones. I think Iowa is like a tight end you, as well as Miami. Well, Miami probably not of late, but Iowa I think has been the tight end you. But in the last, like Brock Bowers, like we got to take into consideration Brock Bowers is a problem in the NFL, and he was potent as a freshman in Georgia, and it continued to go and ascend. So that's true. Ohio State has showed of late they have been wide receiver you. I don't think anyone is hitting on Art running back you. I think that's just a hit or miss at this point. There's the same thing with quarterback you, although Alabama seems to be leading that way. I mean, I don't know if y'all agree.
What? That what? Who?
Quarterback?
Alabama have been a quarterback you.
No, has been when? Since when? Since when?
Since over the last couple of years.
The quarterback you, if anybody gonna be quarterback you, is gonna be OU.
How?
We got 5 in the league still playing currently.
But initially, where did they come from? Jalen Hurts came from Alabama.
Where they ended up.
Jalen Hurts.
Where they graduate from? No, Jalen Hurts did not graduate from Alabama.
He didn't graduate, but he started his career in Alabama.
I said, where did they end up? Where did they graduate from?
This dude is. So let's do this, right? Just like
we got Baker Mayfield, Jalen Hurts. We got boy name. So if that's the case, we'll take Troy Aikman. Y'all won't damn say take Troy Aikman if we saying that.
Huh? Who take Troy Aikman?
Huh?
I thought he went to. I thought Troy Aikman went to UCLA. But I thought he went to UCLA.
Yeah, he started out in OU. Yeah, he started out in OU though. Huh? Oh.
Yeah, he started out at OU.
Oh, but where did he finish? He didn't finish at OU.
But he how many seasons did Troy Aikman play at OU?
It don't matter. It
I'm
don't
just
matter.
asking, how many seasons did he play at OU?
He played one. He played a full season. He got hurt, and then he transferred.
And what did he do? What was OU potent when Troy Aikman was at OU?
Absolutely.
Was
Absolutely. Yeah. Huh?
So as I was getting ready to say,
We could do that with all
when you
quarterbacks,
look at
actually.
it, when you look at it, I'm just saying, like,
Especially
there's, I mean, it's both teams have to be able to claim it. Just like if you played, because taking consideration, Joe Burrow, he started at OU. I mean, not OU. He started at Ohio State.
Right.
He started at Ohio State. He
That's
never
what I said.
saw the field.
We could
He
do
never
it.
saw the field at Ohio State.
Well, if you don't see the field, that's something totally different. Because if you don't see the field, I don't. If you don't never see the field for that team, that don't count in my opinion. You really didn't play for them.
Because that's because
because
I don't sit up and I don't lay claim to any other, because all the majority of quarterbacks that have left from USC and going on other places and put in have been. Jackson Dart was at USC, and he didn't get that much burn. He saw the field, but I don't claim him because he didn't see as much field as. But Jackson Dart was at USC. He was scheduled to be the next quarterback until Caleb Williams came. And now that put it, just like I feel Caleb Williams can be claimed between both USC and Oklahoma, because he put in a substantial amount of time at both universities. So it's Bryce Young. He was on USC's roster a good amount of time up until his year in which he was potentially going to start, and then they moved and he decided to transfer and went to Alabama. So there's a lot of them out there.
We can say the same thing. Cam Newton, Kyler Murray.
Yeah, he was at Florida, but he didn't play at Florida. He was horrible at Florida.
And Baker Mayfield, we can say that about him too. I mean, both Patrick Mahomes, we can say that about him. I mean, so many people left other schools and went to another school to get burned and become somebody. I mean, especially now with the way the portal is, it's ridiculous. In my opinion, and you tell me how y'all feel about it. In my opinion, when they do them introductions, y'all should cut the fucking introductions out. Because you gonna introduce every damn school you went to? Like,
well,
just cut out the introduction. Just say your high school. Just say your high school. Don't say no college.
I was gonna say that. I like the ones that say
no
high
college.
school.
Just say high school. Don't say.
But I mean, at this point, the high school is pretty close too. Like, it's getting to that point.
I like the ones that say.
Don't even say high.
Go ahead,
CC. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What'd you
say?
I
was just saying, I like the ones. I like what you said with the high schools. I like that because some of them come out and then they say they from whatever high school or whatever town they from. Versus, because it's like, hold up, man, you went to like 6 schools. What are you talking about?
For instance, Dylan
Gabriel.
Yeah, like what is he gonna say? This nigga been
Michael
to 6
Penix.
different schools, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah, Penix Jr. He was another one that traveled a lot, like different schools, right?
Yeah.
Like
6
seriously,
schools.
say where you're from. Say what city and state you're from. Don't say no school. Don't say no college, because that don't even make sense for you to be in 5 schools. Don't make no sense. And I think they should take that away because that's just dumb in my opinion.
So, getting back into the some of the league stuff, right? What say y'all about Sauce Gardner and his trade to the Indianapolis Colts, in which he just had a play that kind of like made a difference? Although, like we just said, Daniel Jones and the Colts are down 13-17 at this point with 8 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The trade, Sauce Gardner.
Chess move. They knew they wanted one of the best DBs in the league right now in Sauce Gardner, and they went and got him. And I think that was a major move in them doing that.
With Ward on the opposite side.
With the Ward on the opposite side. Right. 7-2. They're 7-2. Daniel Jones over there looking real good out in Indianapolis. I know they playing abroad right now. Atlanta, they playing in London. But just the fact of the matter, man, like that's a chess move, man. If you trying to win a championship, man, you got to make moves. Remember last year we made a late move. We got him at the beginning of the season. I was about to say we didn't make a move and then y'all heard we done brought somebody out of retirement. So it's all about, you know what I'm saying? What's his name? Came out of retirement. Golly.
Simmons. Was it Simmons?
No, not Simmons. Our linebacker. Golly, I can't call his name right now. Anyway, he came out of retirement and is coming back to play with the Eagles.
Yeah, he retired from y'all and came back.
Right. I don't know if he plays tomorrow or not. If not tomorrow, he definitely plays the following game though. But I mean, when it comes to making moves, man, you got to do what you got to do to make moves, man. You know, just like Jacoby, what's his name? The wide receiver from the Raiders went over.
Jacoby Myers.
Myers, thank you. Jacoby Myers went over to Jacksonville because whatchamacallit went down. The Heisman Trophy winning, he went down. Travis Hunter, you thank you. He went down. So you go and get Jacoby Myers. Hey, this is the time to make moves, man.
Brandon Graham is who came.
Brandon Graham, that's him. Brandon Graham, that's it. Thank you. Brandon Graham, that's him. That's who we went.
Not to mention y'all got Jalen Phillips.
Yeah. And we picked up Jalen Phillips. Sure did. Yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it, bro.
Rico Howie.
Y'all stacked.
Rico Howie. Rico Howie. Let's go. I like it.
Y'all stacked. Y'all stacked. It's like
on paper.
I don't know.
On paper, they're stacked.
Yeah, we gonna see how it all plays out. But it's been pretty good so far. So you got to say, hey, the teams that's making the moves. I think what Indianapolis is doing right now, they try to make a championship push, and I think getting Sauce going on. I don't know if that's going to really help them, but I think what they see is going to help them in divisional games against like the Nico Collinses and stuff like that, and then maybe in the playoffs if they have to match up against like the Kansas City Chiefs or something. Then you got somebody that could probably not keep up speed wise with a Xavier Worthy, but you could at least put him on a Rashee Rice, and he could probably lock him up a little bit. And so all those other receivers don't get off on that squad. So I don't know. It might work out for them. It might not.
But it brings a couple of questions, right? And first question is, do y'all think that someone like Sauce Gardner, right? If you sit up and put them, can the ones that play the receivers, I mean the corners that play the outside, are they interchangeable in moving inside to be able to hold players on the inside? Like you just saying, Rashee Rice, we know presumably moves from between him and Hollywood. They move in and out of the slot as well as Worthy, so they're all interchangeable. Like you was just talking, can Sauce Gardner move from the inside and guard them in the slot? Or do we keep them outside and let them match up with someone else? Just like how we used to see with the Legion of Boom, how they talked about how Richard Sherman didn't move around the field. He strictly stayed on one side of the field because that was their defensive scheme. Do you think that hurts receivers? I mean, hurts the corners in the defense, or do you think it's effective if it works?
Well, I heard them talking about it in the game, right? And then, they talk about when it comes to defense and you have a premier DB in Sauce Gardner. You can't play man-to-man on one person and everybody else plays zone. It's just not possible. So you have to change the defensive scheme and on plays. You have to go man-to-man when you want Sauce Gardner to play man-to-man, which means everybody has to play the man-to-man, and you just hope the person in which is opposite of Sauce Gardner ain't going to get beat. And that one wide receiver for the coach right now is Eaton. That one, what's his name? Pierce, the slot receiver right now. Yes, Pierce. He's eating. He's eating, and that's not who Sauce Gardner is matched up with. So it could be Achilles heel one way, form, or fashion. So I don't know. You just kind of, in my opinion, you kind of just hope that it works out for the best, and hope for your other DBs and secondary can play up to the same caliber as Sauce Gardner.
Or Pittman. You probably know it's not Pittman. But
you talking Mooney and what's his name?
Yeah, Mooney.
Blake London. Blake London is having a decent game today.
He is. He's balling out.
Blake London is having a decent game.
He's balling out.
He had one last week too.
The other side is Pierce. Pierce is having a decent game for Daniel Jones.
For Indianapolis. Yeah. So, and then my other question was, at what point does that number 1 or number 2 draft pick value diminish? Like at what pick does that value diminish in y'all's opinion, or does it diminish at all?
Like, what do you mean? It depends on who you got. Like what I see with number 1 picks is they waste a lot of picks on quarterbacks. If you notice, like if it was me and I needed a quarterback, it wouldn't be the number 1 pick overall, because those dudes ain't panned out on no team. like right away. They haven't brought you no instant success. You've had to wait 2-3 years. Some of them never. You know what I mean? like some of them never materialize. It's like I think Caleb, like take Caleb Williams, his saving grace is Ben Johnson right now. Ben Johnson being a good offensive player to hide his deficiencies. If you be a good offensive coach, well enough to hide his deficiencies and stuff. If you had a different coach out there, Caleb Williams, they at the bottom of the barrel right now with that squad. So I think it's the play caller that you get. Like he started off like 5-12 last year or whatever their season was. Like that's like a bust for a number one pick. Like as far as expectations, when you 65%, 66% is the curve, and you growing at 60%, that's kind of low in your first couple of seasons. I think it depends. Look at Kyler Murray, man. He done it in Arizona. Like when he a first overall pick, like that pick
Yeah.
has just not worked out. And Arizona ownership, I think, is falling on the move with that guy. He just hasn't worked out there. Like just think about all the stuff they had to put up with him being a number one pick. And I'm gonna end by saying this: Kyler Murray was the only time I ever heard of it. Somebody brought this up the other day. He was the only contract I ever heard of. They have to put in a no video clause, or you have to study film on your own type clause. Like why did they? Like why would they make that public? You know what I mean?
Because it
Like,
was the rumor that he wasn't. It was rumor
Yeah, it was
that
rumored.
when Call
Yeah.
of Duty came out, that's where his focus was at.
Yeah.
but why would that in an organization? Why would you leak that information right there? Right? Like in this guy's contract. Like don't you want to protect
To
the
hope
number
to
one
try.
pick?
But just to answer your question, just to try and in hopes that if they put him on blast, that it would change his style of studying of preparing for games, because you got to look at it as a young man in the NFL, and your coach comes out publicly, or whoever comes out public, that's not gonna make it. Yeah, I just knew that ain't gonna make it. Your coach, that was a dumb play call, horrible play call, by Indianapolis. Your coach come out publicly and says that you're not focused on the game plan. You're too busy focused on a video game. You do that in hopes that it'll rattle something in you and to prove them wrong by showing that you're prepared and able to do this and get yourself in a position to make the team a more formidable team. But unfortunately, that it seems to have backfired. It hasn't worked for him. I personally feel like, in my opinion, it's time for Kyler Murray to leave Arizona. He's been there more than long enough to prove himself in Arizona. I do feel like Kyler Murray still has something in the tank. I feel like Kyler Murray just needs to be in a different team now. I feel like his time is up in Arizona. He needs to be moved somewhere else, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's definitely up. At this point, they're moving. He's currently on IR, which means he's going to be out for the next 4 games at minimum, which means he comes back with 3 games. I mean, the only thing that could be a saving grace is if they're doing horrible at that point under Jacoby Brissett, and they want to see for a last-ditch effort to see what does Kyler Murray had to offer, and he's able to pull in those last 3 games, and maybe depending on what they were, it's a couple of scenarios, but at this point, as CC stated earlier, just like Bishop was just talking about, at this point, Kyler Murray is done. Like the expectation is that he probably doesn't see the field again in Arizona, or he just sees it just for the continuity of a send-off and being where he was there and what he provided while he was there, although it wasn't that much. But he's probably done, in which we just talked about last week. Where does Kyler Murray go from here?
I mean, there's a few teams that he could go to.
Like Thursday, you may have missed it, but to just reiterate some of the stuff that me and Trey talked about then, I was throwing out there that a guy with him who doesn't prove to be a good leader, man, or had leadership issues, I think Pittsburgh would be a good landing spot for him, because that's not Tomlin not looking for a quarterback that has specifically great leadership skills. He just wants a quarterback that'll come out there and get the job done. I think that'll work out for Kyler Murray. I think Miami, if they get the right coach, would be another good fit for him. Somewhere where they got lots of speed, lots of talent on the outside, stuff like that. I think Arizona, he just hasn't figured out how to. Like, my thing would be, how are you more talented of a quarterback and you can't get the ball to Marvin Harrison Jr. like Jacoby Brissett? Figuring out a way to get the ball in the talent's hands.
Yeah, I can see him. I can see him in Pittsburgh. I guess especially being at Pittsburgh, because this might be Aaron Rodgers' last season in Pittsburgh, last season period in the NFL. Don't know, but I just see that being a possibility. So I could see Pittsburgh being a team for him. I could see, you know what? You might not say this, but even in my opinion, it might be time to move on from Dak Prescott in Dallas too. He's been there a while. He's been there a while.
I got no argument with you. 10 years, and you still ain't,
Yeah.
10 years and you ain't moved the needle in a direction where you can get in a championship game. Yeah, it might be time.
Now hold on, Trey. I see your face. Not saying Dak Prescott is playing at the caliber of Kyler Murray is playing, because Dak Prescott is balling out, but something obviously ain't right.
So, but
for him to be playing at that magnitude that he's been playing, there's something wrong somewhere.
10 years.
In that
like
squad.
Cece just said, 10 years. Dak Prescott, 10 years. Out of them 10 years, he has 2 years, 3 years, 2 years has been injuries where he hasn't played the whole year, 2 or 3.
Right.
So then you get back down to 7 years to where he's looking at. I would say at least out of those 7 years in which we would come down to, at least 2 of them, he didn't have a team except for him, correct? It was like he didn't have anyone to throw to.
Okay. What year didn't he have no one to throw to?
Right, because he's had Amari Cooper, he's had Dez Bryant.
He's had everybody. What year did he have nobody to throw to?
What year was he? The year that he built a continuity with Tolbert? Like, who the hell knew who the hell Tolbert was?
But then he had CeeDee Lamb. Like, he's always had a
time
CeeDee
frame.
Lamb.
I think.
No, not 10 years ago. He didn't have CeeDee Lamb.
He's always.
He talking about in the beginning. He had Dez. He did have Dez Bryant.
Wasn't Dez down too?
Not like that. Not like that.
Dez was hurt a game or 2 here and there, right?
Yeah, he wasn't hurt like that.
Yeah, Dez wasn't hurt like that.
He didn't miss a season. Dez Bryant didn't miss a season or nothing like that.
And he loved Michael Gallo or whatever. He loved throwing the ball.
I'm going to pull the stats because at this point,
Amari Cooper.
All my life, I have to fight.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull the stats because that's what's
really.
That's what
don't do that. You don't use the sounds. I use the sounds.
So let me pull.
I was like, what is that?
What season didn't Dak have a receiver, man? Because
that's what we're trying to say. And a running back because he had Zeke. He had Zeke
for a long time.
Like, who didn't he have, bro?
I'm pulling Dak Prescott.
Who didn't he have?
When did he not have?
Yeah, who did he not have, bro? Let us know.
I'm pulling.
But in my opinion, and I said, go ahead. You found it already?
No, go ahead.
So in my opinion, I said that to say this. I was saying in regards to, even I could see Kyler Murray in Dallas. He's from Texas. Dallas, Kyler Murray, he's a Texas boy. I could see Kyler Murray in Dallas because now if you add Kyler Murray, CeeDee Lamb, you got what's your other wide receiver that y'all just picked up? George Pickens, and then you got a mobile quarterback in. Oh, they got the ball back again. Boy, and if y'all lose this game, y'all there's no way y'all should lose this game. And then you got Pickens, and then you got a mobile quarterback in Kyler Murray too. I feel like that will be something that in which Kyler Murray could do out there in Dallas, being at home too. That's where he's from. Arizona ain't where ain't nothing out in Arizona. He probably don't even want to be there no more, to be honest with you. But that's why I said that about Dak.
We'll run it down. 2016, Dak and the Cowboys were 13-3. 2024, they was 9-7. 2018, 2017, they was 9-7. 2018, they was 10-6. They were 8-8 in 2019. 2020 is the season he was injured. 2021, they went 11-5. 2022, they went 8-4. 2023, they went 12-5. Last season, he was injured. Currently, they're 3-5-1.
Worst record And there was only one record. Well, there was only one season they fought since his tenure in Dallas. They was at 500. Every other season he was over 500, well over 500. And you mean to tell me they still can't make it to the playoffs?
I mean, that's what I've been saying. Like, it's not the fact we can't make it to the playoffs. It's the fact you can't win
in the playoffs.
A playoff game.
Yeah, in the playoffs. I'm sorry. Yeah, in the playoffs. You can't win in the playoffs.
You know, like
no. So let's be honest, right? I hate to say
man. 10 years. I'm a Dallas Cowboys die hard, but 10 years, that's long enough to make a move.
Especially after you read their record. Like you can't even let nothing to say.
Right? I think that was 2021. They had the 49ers dead to rights. Like at minimum to extend their season in the playoffs. Like they had us. We was dead in the water.
And then what happened?
The time ran out.
Oh, not only did the time run. No, that's you talking about the one where he slid? Like
yes. No,
they had his dead.
He talking about the one. He talking about the one where they had to give the official the ball.
Yeah,
had to get the official the ball. Remember,
y'all had us dead to rights. Like y'all was there.
The ball.
That's the one where he took off running and he didn't get out of bounds.
Like, yes.
That was definitely on him. See, that's what I'm saying. His decision making in games makes me mad, man. As a Cowboy fan, I get frustrated. I'll just say this about last week's game. I was saying the same thing. I'm yelling at the TV in last week's game because against the Cardinals on that Monday night, because Dak didn't seem to have sense of urgency, man. How do you break and run from the pocket? You know you need a first down. How do you slide a yard short? Go shoulder first. You slide down a yard short. Like, what are you thinking? Like, yo. For me, it's always those little moves, those little decisions that he makes in games that determines the outcome of games sometimes. It's like, hey, like we were saying, Trey, how many times in that Cardinals game, the Cardinals didn't have a serious pass rush most of that game, but how many times did you see Dak just patting the football? If you got time to pat it 2-3 times, you got time to throw it. Like, throw the football. Why are you taking unnecessary sacks 10 years into your career, man? I don't even understand.
And then to even further, right, the Cowboys in Dak's tenure have been to the playoffs 5 times in his tenure. But again, we can't take in consideration 2 because 2 of those years he wasn't playing. He had a season-ending injury. So out of the 10, there basically been 5 times in which 2 of those 5 years he won. He went to the second round, but didn't go well. So he's been to the second round twice. He went to the second round in 2022. He went to the second round in 2018. 2018, he had Dez Bryant, correct?
Yes.
Wait. He's been to the second round 3 times, right? Because his first year, they were already in the divisional round.
13,
they had a first round
13-3. That 13-3 season.
They had a first round bye, remember?
Yeah,
like they had a first round bye.
Yeah.
But I'm saying he played. He only played one game, which is he lost. They had to bye and they lost the following week. So he only played one game in that season.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's set up for you to run the table. A couple of years ago, Green Bay, it was set up to run the table. And I know the defense played horrible, but how well did Dak play in that game? How many 3 and outs did he have to start that game?
Last year, Dak was 41 for 60, 68%. 403 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in last year's playoff game. No, not last year, 2023, because he was injured last year. 2023, that was his last one. He was his best outing was in 2018, but his best outing, I stand corrected. Yeah, his best outing was 2003. 2023 when he had 400 yards passing in that game, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Single game. Oh, okay.
Yeah. The other ones he had 2 games. The other one he passed. He had about 250 yards passing, possibly, because in 2018 his total stats was 492 yards passing. In 2022, which he went to the second round, his total stats was 511 passing. So by far, 2023 was his best year. 2024, he was injured, and then 2025 is this current year in which they're currently looking dismal at this point.
Right.
But I mean,
So 10 years. So 10 years. You telling me that? I don't care. 7 years. Okay. So let's give him 7 years. He played out of
8
those
years,
10.
8 years.
8 years he played out of those 10. You tell me that ain't long enough to win something when the most quarterbacks win it within 8 years, right? Within their first 8 years on a squad. Like, or they at least get to the Super Bowl their first 8 years, or else you
But
ain't making it.
it goes back to what we was talking about, coaching, right? Because we can sit up and take in consideration different things, different strokes, different folks, take in consideration the one place. Like, all right, let's do this. If Jerry Jones and remove emotion, both of y'all, because I understand y'all's feeling. If Jerry Jones was just a regular GM, how long ago would he have been fired?
If
Man,
what?
probably 2 decades ago, is my opinion. Like he probably
If
would have
Jerry
been
Jones was
fired.
just a regular GM.
Oh yeah, he been gone. He been
Yeah.
gone.
And so, you know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
come on.
And let's take a consideration, right? Even if there was just someone else that was at the helm, even with Jerry as the owner, or if because Jerry's able to do what he wants, he owns the squad. Like he can sit up and he can decide not to go after certain players and take the brunt, or he can decide to go after certain players and take the brunt. Because at this point, like we was talking about the other day, CC, Jerry's at the point to where he feel like he's a win now GM. So the expectancy is that he's going to pull the trigger. He's probably going to open his bank account up to sit up and go potentially, maybe we don't know. But at this point, he feel like he's the win now because he said he doesn't have that much time left.
Nah, I'm over it. I'm over it. Like I'm over. Like Dallas just frustrates me, man. Being a fan is like it's very frustrating to watch a team that has certain talent and certain expectations, and you always underperform or you always underdeliver. I'm not gonna just put it on Jerry. I think for the most part,
Bro,
Jerry has done a good job most of the time drafting players, getting players in there, making picks and stuff like that. He may have dropped the ball with this Michael Parsons thing, but he normally does well, man. You can't say that he ain't gave Dak enough to try to succeed with on both sides of the ball. So it comes
10
down to the
seasons.
players.
What has Jerry? Do you think that Jerry has done enough for him
Man,
offensively?
man, look, CD
Come
Lamb,
on, man.
George Pickens, Javante Williams, who brought all
What?
these people to the team?
Yeah, like all
Who
the
brought these
That's
players.
people to the team?
recently. That's
I mean,
recently.
not
CD
even
That's the
recently. He
Lamb
past
was.
had
5
Zeke.
years, bro.
Come on,
Well,
he
That's the
had
past
I
Zeke,
5
guess
Micah
years.
let me
Parsons,
redirect the question.
Demarcus Lawrence,
Yeah.
But
Trayvon Diggs,
so that's what. So that's why
Land,
I said let me redirect the question.
Jordan. Come on, man. Jordan
Offensively,
Lewis.
has he provided Dak with anything via
They
free
had the best.
agency? Because
They
he's
had the best
drafted. CD
offensive
Lamb
line. They
was a
had the best
draft pick.
offensive line like 5 or 6 years in a row, dude. What are you talking about? You had the best offensive line when Zeke was there. They had the best offensive line like 5 or 6 years in a row. What are you saying? Like it's not all on Jerry. It's on the players, dude. You
Well,
gotta
again,
start
it's
looking
not.
at
And
it's
I don't
Dak
even think
and the
it's on
players.
players either. I think it's on the coaching too, because that
What is
they're
the
like
coaching?
what you say.
Coach can't go out there and tackle for you, bro. Coach can't go out there and have the heart to stand up there and not get pushed around. That one year, the 49ers kicked our butt so bad that the score was close, but the physicality of the game, we got pushed around all game long. It was like, dude, where's the fight in the players? Where's the fight? Like, like I said, Dak goes through the motions a lot. Man, these last 2 weeks we've taken losses. Dak has went through the motions. That's got nothing to do with emotion. That's watching the game. It's like, hey man, you need points. So it's 3rd and 5. It's a crucial 3rd and 5. Why are you not looking at CD Lamb and George Pickens who can make these plays? Why are you throwing the ball to Turpin? Why are you throwing the ball to the kick returner? Like what are we doing? What are we doing? When Hurts
So
didn't play, hey, look, when Hurts didn't play, you ain't gonna look at AJ Brown or Devontae Smith. You ain't gonna look at them.
so
That's
Like I
mindset
get
is
it.
he already thinking of Turpin. He already thinking of Flournoy and these other guys. He's not even looking on big plays. He's not looking at his big play guys. Like, what are we doing? Like, he already got a preset mind where he's going with the football. I've been watching this guy for 10 years, and I can tell you, his mindset is, it's always the opposite of what it should be.
so
For real.
you'd rather have Kyler Murray?
No, I would rather have somebody. I would rather have somebody that can get in Dak's ear. Like if you are gonna switch coaches, I would have somebody. Hey man, make the best decision on the field. Stop with this pre-mindset. This guy, watch him at the line of scrimmage. He does all this pre-snap stuff to put him in the wrong place. It's like, dude, you ain't even picking up the protections. 10 years in, you ain't even picking up the protections right.
He said you doing all this pre-snap and putting him in the wrong place.
For real. Like, dude, like, seriously, it's like, what is all that stuff at the line for if it's not going to put you in the best position to make a play? Watch, my point is this, and I'm going to be quiet, but check this out. Take Aaron Rodgers. Take Aaron Rodgers what he's doing for Pittsburgh. He's not throwing the ball downfield. But did you see the game against the Colts last week? He didn't really use DK Metcalf all that much. Why? Because the Colts were guarding that. He used Jonnu Smith, the big tight end, because the Colts kept putting a small safety on Jonnu Smith's big behind, and he kept going there every time for a first down. Every time he needed a first down, he went to Jonnu Smith. Like, he used the big body. Dak doesn't even do that. Like, you got Pickens, big receiver, and you need 5 yards. Why are we not looking now? Like, that should be your first read. Like Aaron Rodgers showed you how to pick a team apart even at 40-something years old without throwing the ball downfield one time. But just keep the sticks moving. All we got to do is keep the sticks moving sometimes, man. It's like, yo, Dak can't even do that half the time. So it makes me mad as a fan that he can't do simple stuff 10 years in.
Hey, I can't. Hey. Hey, ain't nothing to get. Hey, it's his squad. Hey, it is what it is.
No excuse.
No excuse.
No excuses, man. No excuses. 10 years, no.
None.
But I would like to ask you guys a question. Like, right now, do you guys think that the 7 teams that are already atop, you think they're gonna stay? I think San Francisco rounds out that 7 in the NFC.
Number 7.
They round out that. You think those teams are gonna stay right there? Do you see like either the Bears or the Panthers or somebody sneaking in there, or even these Falcons? Well, not the Falcons. They 3-5.
No, they ain't.
Do y'all see any team making a move?
Right now, almost like the football, almost like what you said, CC, in regards to the NFL, college. Man, like, how many games, how many weeks have we come in and seen some major upsets in the NFL, games in which we just felt like, you know what I'm saying, these teams shouldn't lose to that, shouldn't have lost to this team or that team, or so, just like the Cowboys shouldn't have lost. We shouldn't have lost to the Giants the time in which we lost to them, or whoever it was, you know, and things like that. It's just teams that we just do not expect to lose. So it's hard to say it'll stay that way, because any given Sunday, we know the saying, any given Sunday, anybody can be beat. So it's hard to say that it will stay that way, in my opinion. But who knows? Who knows? I would hope and want it to. I ain't gonna lie. I would hope and want it to, but I don't know, man. The way these teams are playing right now, like Indianapolis 7-2, they struggling to a 3-5 Atlanta. A 3-5 Atlanta. Come on, man.
I think the point that we're starting to get to is that them records really don't make a difference.
It don't.
Because like you said, we can sit up and be, a team could be whatever on the undefeated streak, and then could be undefeated at 10-0, but because they haven't played anyone, or they have gone against teams that have been gutted by injuries, it doesn't really speak to who they are. I think the only team that really, whose record shows that, really, I mean, whose record has showed like we are better than our record, has been Kansas City. Like, Kansas City is starting to move the needle now. Besides that, these other teams are looking different, or maybe San Francisco too, because when you look at their odds is different, but that's not what it looks like when you look at the eye test says differently than what the odds say. Currently in the AFC, in the NFC, the top 7 teams right now that are by experts that they say was guaranteed, that are looking like they're right now that they will make the playoffs, are the Eagles at 96%. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 92%, the San Francisco 49ers at 90%, and now again, and then the Rams are 87%, but right now the Rams are leading the division. Of course, they play today, so that's going to change. You then right behind that, you have the Seattle Seahawks that's at 84%, the Green Bay Packers at 81%, and then the Detroit Lions at 71%. That's what they have. Following up the rear, who's sitting around and sat around, interestingly enough, are the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears at less than 30, between 28 to 33%. That's sitting around on the back end. When you go to the AFC, the Buffalo Bills, the Colts, the Broncos, the Patriots, and then the Chargers, Kansas City, and Pittsburgh bring up the rear, with Jacksonville and Baltimore hot on the heels of Pittsburgh. So right now, we're talking about between 18 teams that is looking at that, which is the AFC pictures for the playoffs. But like we just talked about, everyone's records don't look as such. Just like Bishop just talked about, Atlanta is giving Indianapolis fits right now, and they're at 94%. They're even expected to be right now. If you looked at it based off the odds, the expectation is that the Buffalo Bills and Indianapolis Colts will be facing off in the AFC AFC Championship game, with the Buffalo Bills just barely edging them out. Right, but this is a team.
Problem with. I just want to throw this out there. I don't mean to interrupt, but experts.
Go ahead.
I have a problem with.
Oh, there go Picks. Oh no, that's Fred Taylor. He took it to the house.
And the expectations. Wow. The expectations sometimes are ridiculous, because where have you seen the Buffalo Bills just head and shoulders above any team this year? Like, they second in a division right now behind the Patriots. So beat the Patriots first, and then we'll have a conversation, Buffalo. But you might not even win your division this year. You might not even win. What a run by Jonathan Taylor. You're right, Bishop. That was a great play. Great play. But how do you give Buffalo all of that credit when they haven't beat the team in front of them? And Kansas City, I've been a fan of Kansas City. I've been an advocate. But 5-4, you ain't getting it done. I don't care how good it say you look. You ain't looking good. You losing games. You losing steam. You're not winning. Like no more excuses for Kansas City. You got to get it together, or you're gonna be out of there, because the Chargers are in front of you. The Broncos are in front of you in your division. What are we saying right here? Like Kansas City better do something, or else they gonna be out of there. They not even if the playoffs started today. They're not even in the playoffs, are they?
Nope.
Who, Kansas City?
Yeah, Kansas City. If the playoffs started today,
if it started today, they not.
I think
no, they on the outside. No,
they're on the outside.
They're number 7.
3,
no, Jacksonville 4, would be in front of them,
5,
right?
6.
Yeah, they'll be in.
Yeah, Jacksonville will be 7.
No, Jacksonville at 5-3 would be in front of.
Yeah, because they 5-3 because they got one guess. Yeah, they 7.
6-3. Jacksonville.
Yeah,
what?
Jacksonville is 7.
Jacksonville would be in there in front of them.
Yeah, Jacksonville is 7 because if you look at it, New England, Buffalo, New England, Indianapolis, Buffalo, Denver. That's 4. Then you go Pitt.
No, yeah, you're right. Kansas City is behind Jacksonville by half a game.
No, then you go Denver. Right. After Denver, we go Chargers. Then Pitt. Yeah. Then Jacksonville. Yeah.
Then Jacksonville. Yeah. You're not even Kansas one City. Of the 7 right now. Kansas City at 9 games. Week 10. Right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, week 10.
When are they gonna pick it up? I'm tired of the expectations. Either get it done or don't. But right now you struggling. We got to admit that Kansas City is struggling. No matter how good people say they looking, your record does matter, and it's like you're not in right now. So when are you gonna pick it up and get in? Like for real.
I mean, it shows this is it right here. It's right in front of our face. That's that. And when have we seen the AFC look like this in regards to records? Look at Indianapolis and New England, as both teams and Denver at 7-2, leading the AFC East, the AFC South, and West. And then the AFC, the top team is 5-3. 5-3. The AFC North. Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
That was up in the air. That whole division could be cleared out. Possibly.
So I wanted to ask you guys this right here about what the experts been saying, man. I'm just a fan of the game. But all I hear is that Baltimore is going to come back and take over from Pittsburgh. I'm like, if Pittsburgh wins today, if Baltimore lose today, they can wrap it up. In my opinion, I think the Vikings could seal the deal on Baltimore making any run.
You right? They could because Baltimore is too far behind. Pitt, too far behind. They could. But everybody's got a lot of. I mean, I know what you're saying, CC.
I mean, yeah, they're only 2 games behind.
But yeah, but it's 2 games. If Baltimore loses today and Pitt wins today,
yeah, they're 3 games behind. Yeah,
and it's looking bad. It's they 3-6 compared to 6-3, and so but I understand where CC is saying in regards to Baltimore. Baltimore is banking, or critics are banking on Lamar to bring Baltimore out of this slump. That's what that is. That's all. That's when it's all said and done. That's what they looking at Lamar bringing them out the slump. However, when Lamar went down, they was in the slump anyway. Like I believe when he went down, they had already lost 2 games.
Yeah,
so they was like, 1 and whatever when he
right
out, right?
Right. So, yeah. They will. I think 1 and 2, something like that. So I don't know. The AFC is really anybody can get it in the AFC. But when you look at the NFC, because this is what Trey was talking about in regards to the NFC, this is what we look like NFC wise. NFC don't have the same problems the AFC has.
Yeah, it's a dogfight in the NFC.
Yeah, it's a dogfight
like that. It's always a dogfight in Western based conferences. You see it in the NBA. We see it in the NFL. We see it in the MLB. Like it's always a dogfight on the other. It's one conference is definitely offset from the other. And like you said, it's like these teams are basically almost mirror images of themselves.
Pretty much. Only one that's not in it is the Saints.
Yeah,
in the Giants, they pretty much done too. But the Saints and the Giants are pretty much done. But everybody else is reachable. Everybody else, Arizona too, they pretty much out of it too. Now they pretty much out of it, unless Jacoby Brissett can do something. But other than that, everybody else, look at that. Chicago was in this joint, still in it. San Fran is definitely in it. Atlanta, if they can come out of this, they could possibly make a run some type of way, possibly. But look at this, you got 4 teams, 6-2. 4.
Mm-hmm.
4 teams is 6-2.
Come
on, man. And Dallas with a 3-5 record is second in the NFC East. Second.
So Bishop, you wasn't on the show Thursday, but Trey asked an interesting question. Like was it a path for the Cowboys to get into the playoffs? And I told him the only scenario possible was
it's winning the division
guys the next time, right? To win the division. Like, because you beat us once. If we split 1-1, you guys lost to the Giants. All we would have to do was beat the Commanders one more time and then beat the Giants at the end of the season. If we can beat you guys, that's the only way we make the playoffs. But what I told him was that's a fat chance of beating the Eagles. Like our whole season would come down to just having to win 1 game against the Eagles, and then the Commanders were 3 games. We got to win 3 games in order to give ourselves a legitimate shot.
In the conference.
Just in the division to give ourselves
in our conference division. Yep.
And that would knock the Eagles out of the playoffs. That just would put the Eagles at a 5 or 6 seed or whatever by losing the division. You know what I mean? But I'm like, that's our only way in, because we already lost to Chicago and we lost to Carolina. Like those teams are next up, so we can't leapfrog all those things.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Like I see where you're. Yeah,
it's crazy when you look at this, right? As you're looking at it on the screen, it's crazy how the dominant division moves, right? Last year it was NFC North, right?
Mm-hmm.
This year it seems to be the NFC West. And what we know is NFC East tends to go back and forth. This might be the first year in a long time in which there's a back-to-back NFC East champion. Right. But we don't want to put all them eggs in that basket yet, because it's still enough time left. It's still 7 games left for that to be turned upside on his head. But and then the NFC South has been the NFC South. Like, The only thing different there is that we did expect Carolina to be in the position they're in right now.
We did not. To be second in this NFC South, we did not. A lot of people at the beginning of the season saw Atlanta being over Carolina without question. And a lot of people I felt like Atlanta, because of the quarterback, the lefty out of Atlanta, being a serious foe for the Tampa Bay Bucks. But Atlanta they're just not hitting on everything this season. They try, like I say, right now they're trying to give Indianapolis a run. And they're definitely in the Indianapolis territory right now and trying to score. They need a touchdown. They can't score a field goal. They need a touchdown to get this steal and win this game. But yeah, the NFC South, that even still though, even with what's going on right now, if Atlanta loses this game, it's probably going to solidify their season. But Carolina is definitely within arm's reach within Tampa Bay. But that NFC West,
half a game back.
That NFC
a game
West,
and a half back.
Only team that's not a problem is Arizona. But Seattle, Rams, San Francisco, any one of them lose, that's changing in NFC West. That's completely changing the whole dynamics of the NFC West.
And then today, you have head-to-head. San Francisco and the Rams have played head-to-head today.
Right. So that's right there. It's already going to flip. If San Francisco win, they're going to go above the LA. So, yeah.
There'll be 2 games up on LA then. Didn't they beat them early in the season?
Yeah. We're undefeated, and we beat all 3. We beat all of them already in the division.
In division, yeah.
Yeah.
So So with that, if Seattle loses, that'll catapult San Francisco above. Matter of fact, if Seattle loses today, because Seattle do play today, right?
Yeah. Seattle
so
plays.
If Seattle loses, they got the card.
They're playing the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
They play. They play the Cardinals in Seattle. So if they lose, so they got today is an NFC West battle. Battle, because all of them playing each other.
Yeah, they are, division rivals for them.
Division rivals. So all this thing could completely change. Atlanta Indianapolis finna let these boys score. 154 left, and they inside the 20 right now.
Yeah, we're making some plays right now.
154 inside the 20.
Win or lose, I'm like, at least they didn't give up.
Yeah. But see, this is what I'm talking about, CC. Any given Sunday, Indianapolis, we just talked about how Daniel Jones a few weeks ago, how Daniel Jones was playing well, this and that and the other. And now they on the verge of possibly losing to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Man.
A lot of it's been Daniel Jones, man. Like they've been putting pressure on him throughout the game that changed the game. I think like we were talking earlier before the show, Pittsburgh actually showed you a blueprint on how to play against Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones got to clean it up.
There it is. He getting in. Oh, they stopped him at the 1. I just knew he was getting in. They gonna get in right here though.
Man, I hope so. It might be a good goal line stand though.
Nah. So let me ask y'all this: as coaches, if y'all coaches, right? Y'all see the time, 148 left in the game. 148 left in the game. As a coach, do you allow them to go ahead and score in that way so you can, just to prevent time from being taken off the clock? Sometimes I feel like as a coach, and I'm going to tell you why I asked y'all this, because sometimes I feel like as a coach, with 1 yard, I get it. There do be defensive stances. How often are there defensive stances at the inch-yard line or the 1 yard line, though? Like, how often is, like, not majority of the time they get in, right? Especially if they got a good run game, a good offensive line. In my opinion, as a coach, I'm going to let them score. Because when they score, it's going to be, 24 to 22. We only need a field goal. So right now, we only got 1 timeout left as Indianapolis. Let them score. In my opinion, let them score. Why are you stopping them? See, he in there. I wouldn't let him score. Now all I got to do is work clock, and get in field goal range.
But
now, they field goal kicker done missed 2 field goals. Mind you, they field goal kicker has...
But if you're the Falcons, don't you go for 2 right here to make it 20, try to make it 25-22, so you up by 3? Don't you
Good question.
For 2 in that
Good
situation
question.
and not kick the field goal?
Good question. Do you?
I mean, if it's me, that's what. I mean, 3 and 5. If it's me, that's what I'm doing. Like, hey, we gotta try to, like not just give them an easy field goal. Like to lose the game, we gotta try to win.
Because and I feel you, CC, because of the fact that because if you miss it, either way, they only need a field goal to win regardless.
Right.
Even if you missed the 2-point conversion. Right. They need a field goal regardless. But if you make it, then yeah, you know what I'm saying? I totally understand where you're coming from. Yeah. And they going for it too. They're going for 2. Let's see. They going for it.
I would go right back to Algier. Right back to Algier.
Algier has been the lifesaver for
I'm going to London. Oh, he's wide open. London. I told you. I'm going to London. He wide open. Wide open.
Too easy, man.
Wide open.
So yeah, the Colts. I don't know. The last couple of weeks,
is he playing
inside of him? About
he did, and that was Gardner. Ooh, and then he looked at him.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and he made him fall.
Ooh. Yeah, he said, "Who cooking with the sauce? Who cooking with the sauce today?"
He should have did like this. He should have
not the guard.
He should have ate on him. He should have ate on him. He should have ate on him. Oh,
you know what? I almost feel like because it's just on the edge of it, I almost want to interject USC as wide receiver U, just based off.
Man, here we go with that. Oh,
Thank you. Thank you.
Drake London. Michael Pittman Jr. Amon-Ra, Juju, although that's some time. Juju. So it's not as potent as the other 2 we talk about in Ohio State and LSU, but they have a say.
I was like, they're not in the same league, bro. Like you talking. Smith and Jigma is like a league leader. Ibuka is like a league leader. Drake London is not a league leader. He's decent. Oh man! And then they finna let him run.
You saw that return?
Let him run.
Now, hey, so this is my question to y'all. Right here, if Daniel Jones can get them in the end zone, does this solidify Daniel Jones as a possible MVP candidate?
No, it's not enough.
I think it goes a long way to him bouncing back. I think a touchdown. I think a touchdown makes him comeback player of the year. To be honest, I think he already.
I think it's too early. It's still too early in the season. I think.
Bro, we in week 10.
Who having a better season than him coming back?
Yeah,
as a comeback player.
Christian McCaffrey is a comeback player.
No,
he is.
Hey man, it was good being on the show, bro. I appreciate it, bro. This dude say Christian McCaffrey.
He didn't play last year.
McCaffrey is doing what's expected of him, Trey. Man can't win an award every year.
What I'm saying is, y'all see this again. Remove the emotion. What I'm saying is, Christian McCaffrey is a candidate for comeback player of the year because he didn't play last year. He was.
But what has he done this year?
He's leading the NFL. What are you talking about?
In what?
In what? Whoa! What is he leading?
Please tell me, because hold on, I'm about to look that up. What is he leading?
We watching Jonathan Taylor, the Russian leader. We watching the Russian leader and Jonathan Taylor
right now.
Here.
Exactly. Yeah. So what is he leading in?
That's what I was saying. What is whoa, Trey? You just see that your emotions are leading you.
Yeah, that part.
You trying to blame my emotions. Your emotions and your bias
this you
are
got.
leading
He
you.
leads the NFL in, I think he's a top player in fantasy. That's what I'm looking at.
Oh,
He's
we looked
leading.
at
He
it.
leads. He leads
Yeah.
the NFL. Correction. He's second in the NFL in passing, in receiving yards, as a running back.
That's
Okay.
it.
Well, I'm saying that what I'm saying is when you look at it, all I'm saying is he's a candidate for the award.
not, though.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying y'all just handing it to
We're not handing it
Daniel
to him.
Jones.
We're looking at
Daniel
what
Jones.
Daniel Jones is doing, though. You're talking about
He's a
one
heavy
stat.
favorite.
We're looking at what
I'm
Daniel
talking
Jones and what their
what
record
I'm saying
is.
what I'm talking about is that I don't think Daniel
Oh,
Jones
there it
is
is,
just
ball game.
hands down the comeback player of the year. I'm saying there's other candidates that's out there.
Who? Let me hear you. Who you got? Who you thinking?
I just told you one.
That one. You gave me one stat. That's it.
I'm
That'll
saying
make you
there's
a comeback player.
I'm saying there's other players that are. That's one
I said
stat.
who? Outside of him.
But I'm saying there's other players that's there. It's not just him. Let me see. Let me look at this and see if there's anyone else that's out there.
I'm trying to think.
Comeback players of the year.
Dak Prescott.
Didn't Darnold win it last year? It should have been Darnold last year, right?
Dak was going.
Dak Prescott he's a comeback. Right? He was injured.
Yeah, Dak could probably be a front runner. Yeah, Dak is probably a front runner.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey, come on, man, get off the ass already.
Y'all 49er hate is so deeply rooted.
It's not hate, bro. We going off straight stat. Oh, look at Daniel. 3rd and 21, and he ran that bitch all the way for about 18 yards.
Well, he's a mobile quarterback. He's a mobile quarterback. They be sleeping on.
It's just ridiculous that they would give that up right now.
That's poor defense, bro.
Atlanta,
For you to allow
you gotta shut
them
down. You gotta shut them down, man. Come on, man.
That's them playing to prevent. Look how they're already playing 10 to 15 yards off. Yeah. And look, everybody backed up. Look how far
that's
back.
Why Atlanta is. Now you see why Atlanta is 3-5. You see,
but they got to get this 4th down. They got to get this 4th and 2, and they've been having problems on 4th down this whole game. Oh, they coming! Oh, he made the catch! Oh! Daniel Jones, bro, I'm telling you, bro. This dude ain't no... Bro, to come under pressure, I thought they was going to get his ass.
Daniel Jones ain't a bad quarterback. I've been saying that. Daniel Jones is nice. Even in New York, I thought Daniel Jones was nice. I think he didn't have help. But even in New York, I thought Daniel Jones was nice.
Wow.
If you're the Falcons, you got to be like, man, you could have gave me 3rd and 21 all day. I wouldn't have thought you would have let them get that far down the field. Next part is you let them pick up the 1st down. And you know, it's over for you.
Bleeding in the mouth and everything. Oh, he going
at this point, they're in field goal range.
Okay, yeah. Worst case scenario. Yes, worst case scenario. Yeah. He bleeding in the mouth. That nigga look like he got lipstick on. He bleeding so bad in the mouth.
It's over. It's like Atlanta. What we doing? I picked Atlanta to win this game. By the way, I went with the Falcons. I
thought you picked the Colts.
No, he picked Atlanta. I went with the Falcons. Yeah, I went with the Falcons for the upset, and I thought they had a good shot at it, but now they don't have.
They did. Not taking anything. CC. That was a good pick by what we see right now.
Yeah,
that was
they played pretty good. I mean, I figured neutral field, they'll come with some, but man.
Oh, they got him. They got him on the sack. It's coming, CC. Don't worry. Here it come. 3rd down again.
Still go kick the field goal, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they still go kicker ain't been that great.
They still go kicker than already missed 2. He missed 2. He had already missed 2.
Come on. Atlanta, what you doing, baby? You got to show me something. Show me something. But before we start to get into our picks, I want to throw this out there. Last week, my rant was the no excuses Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this week I'm saying it's the Chargers, right? Because they playing against those very Steelers. Like Harbaugh, your squad got to show up at home because y'all been getting drugged by winning teams at home. Like teams with a winning record come to your building and beat y'all up. So at this point, Harbaugh, you gotta have your team ready to play today against that Steelers. The Steelers are gonna blitz heavy, probably put some pressure on your weak offensive line. You missing offensive linemen. So Harbaugh, I'm saying no excuses for you today, buddy. Like you know what's coming at you. It's Justin Herbert and those dudes gonna be prepared.
Yeah, well, let's see. We definitely got
What
to make it.
about
All right,
Flacco?
44-yard attempt. 44-yard attempt. He got
What
it.
about Flacco?
He got it. He got it.
Flacco as what?
Talk about-
Flacco as a he's. I
What
guess
about
it's a
Flacco?
question.
He's what?
I guess did he?
Oh, so Slugger. Oh, this is his conspiracy theory. He's trying to figure out why Flacco is being able to stay upright in Cincinnati, whereas Joe Burrow wasn't able to stay upright in Cincinnati. Does he feels that there's a conspiracy? His conspiracy theory is he feels there's talks amongst the ranks of the players or somewhat on why we know Burrow is injured because they couldn't keep him upright. He kept getting sacked. But yet still, Flacco, as Scott would like to say, Leroy, that man back there behind the line baking cookies and playing dominoes. So he feels there's some underlying conversations being held amongst the ranks. What do y'all think?
I don't know. I mean, because the games I've seen Cincinnati play, like even when they played Pittsburgh, I disagree with the fact that Flacco back there with all that time. Like they sacked him 5 times in a game, but he's just playing around it. He's taking the same amount of hits that, in my opinion, that Burrow took. He's throwing the ball quicker on a lot of them first down plays. He's getting it out of his hands.
Okay.
Two, he's
Quick
still
slants.
taking 5 or 6. He's still taking 5 or 6 sacks a game. He's just overplaying it. He's just not getting hurt.
Okay.
He's just not getting hurt, but he's still under the same pressure. He's just getting rid of the football. Like, and not only that, like I said, he's not getting hurt. Like he falling down when he's taking those sacks. The difference is Joe Burrow tries to scramble and make plays. Flacco just laying down with those same sacks.
Gotcha. And for me, I told Leroy the same thing. I call him Slugger too. I told him for me, I can't even say to give you any input because I can be completely honest with you. Oh, he dropped that ball. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I haven't been able because of football with the girls and the boys. I ain't even really been able to watch games like I normally get to watch because we be out at these damn fields on Sunday all the way up until like 4 or 5 o'clock, bro, and we don't get to watch the games at all. So I haven't been able to actually see him play or any. I haven't even actually been able to even see my Eagles play, so I can't really say, "Oh, he can't take that." Oh, and that's an intentional grounding. That's an intentional grounding. They going in the OT.
Go to overtime. Go to overtime already.
Yeah, you just kneel it. Just kneel it. Don't make Penix play. Don't make Penix make a mistake because he almost did.
Overtime.
That's intentional grounding because he. Let me see. Does he get outside? He might have, but he didn't get it back to the line of scrimmage, so it don't even matter. He didn't get it back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, intentional grounding. That's what I thought. Yeah, he didn't get it back to the line of scrimmage, so it's still intentional grounding. Yeah, just take a knee and go into overtime. Take a knee and go into overtime.
Just take a knee. That's poor. Yeah. That's poor play.
Yeah, all they need. They were trying to get in field goal range. Oh boy, dropped a wide open pass. He dropped it.
Yeah,
literally
Mooney
dropped
with it.
Mooney
with a drop.
Yeah, he dropped a wide open pass.
I see a lot of that. I see a lot of drop passes in games. Like even yesterday in college, I saw a lot of great catches and I saw a lot of drop passes. Like LSU had chances to upset Alabama, but that number 14 for LSU, he couldn't catch the ball. He couldn't catch the ball to save his life. Like it was like, what was he doing? Like it's like, man, you wide open and you can't catch the football. Like
right.
It hurt LSU chances of an upset like Major League because LSU switched quarterbacks. I know they don't have a coach. I know they don't have an AD right now and an offensive coordinator, but the interim coach decided to take Nussmeier. What you think about Nussmeier getting benched, Trey? Nussmeier got benched.
It happens. Sometimes you gotta shock and awe.
Or Van Buren.
Sometimes you got shock and awe. When you look at it as a coach, sometimes you see things that just ain't working and it's not working in your favor. So you have to go against the status quo and go ahead and make a determination. Like, you know what, I just got to do this to see if there's something else. Like, am I seeing something else? And can this be different? Is it going to be? Am I able to give up this in order to get this? And I'm believing that's what happened last night. Nussmeier started out pretty good, but what has he done lately? Like, was it at this point was it Kelly? Was it Kelly recognized that what he thought he had isn't what he had? And they let him go, or saying all this type of stuff comes in play, in my opinion. So again, coaching is a rough job. As we was talking about earlier, it's a collective. The GM in the front office, the coach, and the players. Everyone has to be on the same sheet of music in order for it to work in the team totality. If you're off in any way in that aspect, then it's going to be rough.
Oh yeah.
I don't even think you could get away with just having two of the three being on the same sheet of music. It has to be all three. No different than the three levels of the three teams on the football field on the team.
Yeah, because there was some heated discussions on that sideline.
Oh, you see what Scott said?
Yeah, but that could have been a part of it. But I watched some of the game. The biggest part that I saw with Nussmeier was, man, how many delay of games can you take, and how many timeouts? He cost them all their timeouts in the first half by not being ready. Like, it's like a lot of that is on the quarterback, though, man. You got to have the team in and out of the huddle to make the calls to make the play calls. It's like, yo, we only get so many timeouts. And then Van Buren came in and did basically the same thing. So that's what was sad. Like,
and so look at it right this, right? Because even on this game that's currently on, sometimes I think the problem is the coordinators aren't getting the play in, because earlier when Michael Penix and them had to take a timeout, he came to the sideline saying like, "Yo, like, what are you doing?" Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I need to play. So if you saying that Van Buren did it as well, chances are maybe it wasn't on Nussmeier. Maybe it was Van Buren as well. Then maybe it was the offensive coordinator, or they're not getting the play into enough time for him to go through the giving the play, go through the reads and all that type of stuff, and for him to go ahead and start to initiate the play.
And I guess another thing I want to bring up is SEC. We talked to SEC a lot, but one of the things that I thought about long and hard, because I've been watching quite a few of their games this year, and I can just say the SEC has to have the worst officials ever. Like, they do. Like, they make bad calls consistently. They make bad calls consistently, and they have the longest reviews. It's like, yo, you got to sit in there 30 minutes for a review of a play that everybody can clearly see. The guy caught the football. Like, what are you looking at so long?
Yeah.
And then, so to look at a play that long and then to make the wrong call, it's just unbelievable. But it only happens in these SEC games. It seems over and over. Like, those officials, they need to be, I don't know. Like, I think you should have some penalties for the SEC officials for ruining games like that, like wrecking games, like, for real. Because when it takes that long, to review one play, you know somebody about to get messed over. like you already see it coming. They're about to mess them over. So, do it quickly.
He said,
Get over it. Let's see. We can get ready to get into these picks. So hold on. I'm going back over something we was talking about earlier. So right now, as we were saying, we was looking at the playoff picture, in which, like you say, currently, interestingly enough, I'm very sure y'all gonna say something about this. The Denver Broncos currently own the number one seed in the NFC, in the AFC, followed by the Colts, of course, is going to change probably because the coach, if the coach can hold on. But if the coach can't hold on, they're going to continue to sit for today. Currently in the early window, sit at number 2. The Patriots come in at number 3, and the Steelers at number 4. The Bills at 5, Chargers at 6, and the Jaguars, as stated earlier, is 7. In the hunt, however, still are all the teams are still in the hunt, but of course we know some are about to start getting eliminated because even the Tennessee Titans would have a less than 1% chance of making the playoffs. The Browns have a 3% chance, and then of course the Chiefs. The highest is the Chiefs, the Ravens, and the Texans have the Chiefs and the Ravens have a 67 and 66% chance of making the playoffs, and then the Texans are currently at 32% chance. I don't foresee the Texans making the playoffs this year.
Well, CJ Stroud is out, right? But how long is he going to be out? Like, he out today, but how long is CJ Stroud going to be out? Where is it?
I don't know if they've said how long he's going to be out as of yet. As far as I've heard, I haven't heard how long he's going to be out. But yeah, he's definitely out today. Only one I know that went on injured IR was what like Trey said earlier in regards to Kyler Murray.
On the NFC conference, the Eagles currently hold the number 1 spot with a 97% chance of making the playoffs. 99% chance of making the playoffs if they win, 95 if they lose. The Buccaneers are currently in the second. The Seahawks lead the NFC West and currently are the 3rd seed. The Packers sit at the 4th seed, and then the 5th, 6th, and 7th seed is the Los Angeles Rams, the San Francisco 49ers, and the Detroit Lions, which is definitely a turn from last year. When you look at teams that's still on the bubble, still the same thing, same chance. Of course, the Saints are a less than 1% chance of making the playoffs. But when you start to go back up, the Commanders have a 7% chance, 19% chance for the Falcons if they win. But who's really in the hunt are the Chicago Bears at the AC currently. 9th is the Panthers. The 10th is the Vikings, and then the Cowboys come in at the 11th with a 5% chance of going to the playoffs. But they're off. They're on a bye this week, so that will sit there until then. It's going to switch, maybe push down and push up. In that case, throw it up.
For me, the Vikings. For me, one of the games of the day today is the Ravens and Vikings. If the Vikings can win that game, they can possibly make a serious charge. And if the Ravens can win that game, then that puts them right back in the hunt, right? Like seriously, you got to start looking at. And so for me, it's like Vikings. Where you at? I picked y'all to win the division at the beginning of the season. Like, where y'all at with it? Vikings got to step up today. They got to get that win against the Ravens. I mean, I don't care what it looked like on paper. We looking at the records, and these teams, y'all should be far apart. You know, like y'all should be real far apart because the Ravens ain't looked that good even with Lamar.
And I stand corrected. With currently the Ravens are 59%, the Vikings are 21% on making the playoffs. However, if the Vikings get a dub today, they move from 21% to 31%, and that will drop the Ravens to 47% chance in going to the playoffs. On the opposite side of the spectrum, if the Ravens get a dub today, they increase from 59% to 66% in going to the playoffs. And then the Vikings drop from 21% to 15% on making the playoffs. So they're playing each other. Only one can win unless they get a tie. So the playoffs probabilities is finna get a little tight here.
Sack.
Out of bounds. But let's get ready to get into these picks. As we already know, the season.
I got them, Trey. I got them for you, Trey. I got them up.
The week had already started. Last week, the first week, Thursday night, Denver was victorious, in which all of us chose Denver. This week, currently Indiana and Indianapolis and Atlanta currently in battle. Myself and Bishop both went with Indianapolis, while CC went with Atlanta. Let me add this. This is our current looking as we see.
Ooh, damn, that was a horrible kick.
A 57% chance. CC has been coming on strong, just edging out Bishop, but of course the percentages is more exact than the record because Bishop is behind us 13 games. But when you look at it from a stand of totality, this is where we're at. Last week, Bishop 500 on the picks. I know that was rough. CC 8 for 6. I was 10 to 4. I'm 10 to 4, 10 out of the 14. So currently I have a 62% pick radius. I'm trying to get to 70 or higher. It's been rough this year because some of these games haven't been expected. Usually CC's bringing up the rear. In the last couple of weeks, he has been pretty exact in he's been gaining. And then both myself and Bishop last week before last was rough, like bad, very bad, in which CC gained ground. So this is our current standings where we're at right now. Basically, we'll see how it pans out as we get ready to get into it. As I said already, 1-0, all of us 1-0. However, there's going to be a split at some point, and currently is in OT, and someone only one can be.
The Colts about to win this game. Like, that's just awful. If you're Atlanta, that's just awful. Like, ooh, that's just awful. Raheem Morris, man, I feel bad for you because it's just up and down for your players.
That damn tight end, he is a beast.
Talking about that tight end,
Warren, that boy is
Warren's a bad man.
What y'all think? Y'all think he gonna be in the Rookie of the Year running? I think he's the best.
By just what he's done in this game, bro. I was like, bro, he's balling. This catch he just made. Oh man,
and then like I said, that puts the game over. That's field goal range. That's ball game right there. Like, if you the Colts, why would you even play with it too much longer? Like,
he got almost 100 yards receiving. Oh, he got away. Oh, they let JT get away. Oh, he was supposed to be sacked in the backfield. All right, y'all ready? Let's get it, y'all.
Let's get it.
All right, so as we start, as y'all know, the game is still going on with 6 minutes left in the overtime. Falcons, Colts, 25-25, with the Colts driving currently, going down the field. He already told you what it is, so moving right along. Let's get it. First game of the day at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time and 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got them Cleveland Browns and them New Jersey Jets. They call them New York, but I call them New Jersey because that's where they at. But New Jersey Jets. Trey, who you got? Cleveland Jets. Who you going with?
This was a rough one. I'm taking the Jets.
Okay.
I can't even give a reason. I'm just going with the Jets.
Justin Fields. Just say Justin Fields. Just say that. Just say Justin Fields. CC, Browns, Jets. Who you got, bro?
Man, can you hit the toilet bowl flush button?
Because it's damn sure is that. That's exactly what
it is. But I'm gonna take in this game. The Jets are the home team, but I'm gonna take the Browns. I'm gonna say the Browns defense gonna cause enough turnovers with Justin to sneak out a win. It's gonna be ugly, like 13-9 or something. But I'm gonna take the Browns.
Okay, he going with the Browns. We know what the Jets' record looked like. We saw it when we looked at the NFC standings and AFC standings and stuff like that. The Jets I feel like Justin Fields is going to pull out a win at home. I'm hoping that's how it falls into play. I'm going with the Jets only because they're playing at home. So give me the Jets. Oh yeah, this game about to be over, bro. They on the 8-yard line. 8-yard line now. Next game at 12 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. So, with that being said, CC, Panthers, Saints, another toilet bowl game. Can I get a flush? Another toilet bowl game. Who you got? Panthers, Saints.
Got to take the Panthers. They 5-4. This other team like 1-8. like give me the Panthers.
Okay,
Panthers.
I'm going with the Panthers as well. Let me take the Panthers. I just don't see the Saints being able. They working on. I think they've already benched Spencer Rattler. Oh, there it is, touchdown. There it is. Jonathan Taylor in for the TD game. They've already benched Spencer Rattler. So the backup to Spencer played his first game last week. Same outcome. But I'm going to go with the Panthers at home. Again, I'm taking the Panthers. Give me that. Trey, Saints, Panthers. Who you got?
This is the first watch the Saints win because I'm going with the Panthers as well. I've been reluctant to go with the Panthers all year because I didn't think they was this what they're showing us, but they're who we are at this point. So watch this be the day in which the Saints get a W and the Panthers take an L. But is it? Is this because you got to think? Is it Ponder? Or is it Canales? Who is, or is it Bryce that's got them in this position? We'll see, right. But I'm taking the Panthers.
Okay. Next game, 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time PM. This is a game. Only because of the teams in which we're playing. We talked about them New England Patriots visiting them Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let me be first to pick because this is a good one. This is going to be a good one. But y'all know how I feel about my boy Baker. Shake and bake. And I feel like Shake and Bake is about to do some things today. So I'm going with them Bucks. Can we get them Bucks to get that dub today?
Bro, he shook him in the hole.
You saw that stick. You saw that stick. In the hole. He was right there and he missed. He hit that hard step and he hit with. And when I seen him make that step, I was like, it was over. He in. Trey, Buccaneers, Patriots, who you going with?
I want to stay with the Buccaneers, right? I wanted to go with the Buccaneers. I'm telling myself I want to go with the Buccaneers.
He over here trying to convince us.
I convinced myself to go with the Buccaneers. But I have to take in consideration what CC has been saying about the New England Patriots, right?
Drake May.
I have to take that in consideration. And we have to look at the fact of there's no Ibuka has been effective, but that's when he had Martin on the other. Evans on the other side. There's no Evans at this point, so it's looking dismal. But I'm going to go ahead and for the simple fact because I'm team NFC, I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as well.
CC, you like that man they call Drake? And I'm not talking about the rapper either.
And I think Drake made. I think with Vrabel bringing a little bit of defense to the table, I think I'm gonna stick with the Patriots. I'm taking the Patriots in this. I think their defense is gonna show up today in Tampa. And I think all those injuries got to catch up with you at some point. So I think today will be that day.
Okay. All right, next game we got at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is another good game because both of these teams are struggling. However, one is just now having his quarterback back for the second game after coming off an injury. We're talking about the Baltimore Ravens. We talked about this game in those Minnesota Vikings. We've talked about these two. And with that being said, CC, you spoke about it highly. You got the Ravens visiting the Minnesota Vikings. Who you going with?
Man, Vikings at home today. If they don't get it done today, I'm off y'all train, period, man. Like, Vikings today at home over the Ravens. The Ravens are, you should have hit the toilet bowl thing for the Ravens. Like, they ain't played that. So yeah, I'm taking the Vikings.
Ravens, Vikings.
Baltimore. Be more. I just think you gotta give Lamar Jackson an opportunity. Although I think Lamar Jackson is in the same predicament that Daniel Jones was in when he was in New York. You give me a running back, but I don't got receivers. I don't have consistent receivers, and so I think that's really the demise of what's going on in Baltimore. But I think I would take Baltimore over Minnesota because I think they're going to have a little more to give than the Minnesota Vikings will.
So with me, the Vikings are struggling defensively. They're struggling defensively. And I don't think that the Vikings will be able, even though they're playing at home, I do not think the Vikings will be able to stop Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews and Derrick Henry. I don't. So with that, I have to go with the Ravens as well. Give me Baltimore, be more in the building. For whoever had Jonathan Taylor in a fantasy, this man rushed for 244 yards and 3 TDs.
Four TDs. He had 3 rushing and one receiving, I think.
No, it was only 3.
Oh,
from what I see. Yeah, he had 3 receiving.
He had 42 yards.
42 yards rushing, but he had 3 touchdowns. Yes, total 244 yards.
So he had a total of 200. That's 28 points off of yards alone. 18 points off of receiving, off of touchdowns,
and then the receiving. Plus, bro, he killed it on fantasy. That's quarterback stats for fantasy. But moving right along, then we have this is a no-brainer. I pretty much feel like all 3 of us is gonna go the same way. But who's to say? Don't know. Either way, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is about to kick off here in about 3 minutes. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got them Buffalo Bills headed out to the Sunshine State of Miami. The Sunshine State of Miami. And you know, this is just an easy pick. So I'm taking the Bills. Trey, who you taking?
Bills.
CC, who you taking?
Bills.
We're going to get that out the way. That was an easy one because nobody's picking these damn Dolphins. They ain't doing nothing. They ain't hitting on nothing. They need to do some things. They got some things that they need to figure out. And I think what's about to happen next, their coach is about to get fired. Damn! 48 points? Yeah! Damn. I'm glad I ain't playing your butt today. 48 points, bro. Good Lord. All right, moving on to the next game. One of these well, Chicago isn't struggling as much as the other team that's struggling, and that's the New York Giants. They're struggling, and they're going to the Windy City of Chicago at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. We have the New York Giants visiting the Chicago Bears. All right. CC, Bears, Giants, who you got?
Oh, man, this is going to be a crazy game. But I'm going to go out on a limb and take no, give me the Bears in this one. I'm going to take the safe bet. I'll go take the Giants, Jackson Dart, but no Scatterbo. He ain't got his sidekick. I don't see it happening.
I'm agree with no Scatterbo. I'm gonna go with Caleb Williams and them Chicago Bears. Let me get the Bears too at home. They're playing in the Windy City. Let me go with the Bears. Trey,
keep that party going. I'm gonna take the Chicago Bears as well. It's a different team, although some stuff still remains the same that we seen last year. But for the most part, the coaching has been able to make a difference in that case, and I think it's gonna make a difference in that, especially without Scatterbo being there to put pressure and give an added sense of security to Jackson Dart. I'm taking the Chicago Bears as well.
Okay. Moving right along. This game right here, no C.J. Stroud out there in Houston. And that means sunshine is coming to the state of Houston. The city of Houston, the state of Texas. I'm sorry. The city of Houston, the state of Texas.
They probably think it's the state. They probably think it's the state. He probably was right.
We got Jacksonville Jaguars visiting the Houston Texans without C.J. Stroud. This one, even though no C.J. Stroud, this game go anyway because you just don't know what you're going to get with them damn Jaguars, bro, to be honest with you. But they did just pick up somebody in which we just talked about, which is Jacoby Myers. So, Trey, Jags, Texans, who you got?
Although it's not at their home, but I'm going with Duval. In any case, this is the same game just a year ago, CC. We was just at when we watched Jacksonville and when we was in Houston, checking out that game. So no different. I think Jacksonville is going to be there, going to be able Of course, they're without Travis Hunter, but I don't think that really made a difference in any case anyway, from that aspect. I think the difference would be is ETN can get back on the horse in which he was riding and continue to pick up some yards. It's a little unfortunate for the Houston Texans because they've been going back and forth between Woody Marks and Pierce because Mixon is still on the mend. Same thing, Nico Collins and Dale saying so they haven't been able to be effective. Nico might pick it up, but I can't bet on that. I'm taking the Jags.
CC, Jags, Texans. Who you rolling with?
Oh man, if CJ Stroud was playing, this would be easy to take the Texans. The Texans defense is gonna show up at home. They're gonna play well, but I gotta take the Jags in this one, even though I don't think Trevor Lawrence is all that good. He's better than Davis Mills. That's all I can say. Jags.
I just heard from the Giants coach that they are going to be forfeiting their game today due to not having enough players. Okay, just got verified from Christian about what I talked about, Trey, in regards to the girls playing. So it's been all right. So I'm going with the Texans. I got to make up some ground. I got to make up some grounds with them. I got to go with the Texans in this one.
That's what you want to stand on? That's the ground you want to stand on?
Yeah, I'm going to stand on the Texans.
Like I said,
that defense ain't no pump. I know they ain't got CJ, but I'm gonna go with the Texans at home. I feel like the Texans might still win. You know, we've seen any given something. We didn't see some worse than this. So I'm going with the Texans. Next, we got Battle of the Birds. Battle of the Birds. That was the last late game, the Jaguars and the Texans. The first late game is the Battle of the Birds. No Kyler Murray in Arizona, but we got a Jacoby Brissett. Is it the same? Some may beg to differ. But Arizona Cardinals going out there to see them Seattle Seahawks who are hitting on all cylinders. I don't even know. I believe they lost their last game, right? Didn't they lose the last one or the last? Was it the last one they lost? They won the last one. Or it was the one before that, right? It was the one before that.
They ran it up. They won.
Oh, the Commander. Yeah, they beat the Commander 38-14. Good Lord. Okay. But Arizona, Seattle, I'm going with Seattle. I'm gonna go with that blue and green, that Seattle Seahawks team. Arizona, we talked about it. We've already spoke highly about this game, and I kind of feel like we all three going to agree, but we'll see. CC, who you got? Arizona, or do you got them Seattle Seahawks?
I'm taking the Seahawks. Their defense and Smith and Jigma. He gonna get off today.
Oh shoot! Oh. Paul Tagliabue died.
Really?
Yeah, at 84. It's just breaking news right now.
The former
NFL commissioner.
Paul Tagliabue.
Man, yep. 1940 to 2025. He died at age 84. Our sincere condolences to former commissioner of the NFL, Paul Tagliabue, they just announced just passed away. All right. With that being said, man, Trey, who you got? Cardinals, Seahawks.
I'm taking the Seahawks. I'm taking the Seahawks as well. They're probably the more potent team out of two. I hope they tie. Honestly, I would hope they tie. But if they,
this ain't hockey. This ain't hockey or something. This ain't talking about hope they tie.
I prefer
all right,
tie.
So we three agree. He said, I hope they tie. We three agree. All right, moving right along. The next late game we have is the Detroit Lions going to visit them Washington Commanders at 3:25 Central Standard Time, 4:25 Eastern Standard Time. Trey, who you got? Commanders, Lions. Who you rocking with?
I'm taking the Lions on this one. It's going to stay with that. Yeah, it's more about the Commanders and who they are currently as opposed to who the Detroit Lions are. Detroit are seemingly kind of close to being who they was last year with a little lapse here and there, but Washington is definitely not the same team that they was last year. And Jaden Daniels, of course, is out. Mariota is at the helm. Jaden Daniels out because of the dislocated elbow. So I think the Lions are going to be victorious.
Okay. CC, who you rolling with? Commanders, Lions on the road. Lions on the road.
Taking the Lions on the road just because the Commanders are depleted. They ain't got the quarterback. The receivers ain't exactly been healthy. And who knows what defense is gonna show up for them. So yeah, I gotta go Lions.
Yeah, I'm going with Detroit. Motor City, man. Got to go with Detroit. I feel like this is the game where Detroit's going to try and prove a point, get on them, get a road win over the Commanders. So us three agree once again, the Detroit Lions. Next 3:25 game, Central Standard Time, 4:25 Eastern Standard Time. We got them battle of the, California, IA. We got them Los Angeles Rams going across the street, not too far over to San Francisco to see them 49ers. So I got to go with Trey first because that's his 49ers. But we got the Rams, 49ers. We talked about it earlier. It's a division rivalry game. It's a huge game for both of these teams because we already saw what is going down over in that division. So, Trey, who we were rolling with, the Rams, or are you going with your bang bang Niner gang guy?
You know how he know to do.
Yeah, right. Exactly. We know how he do. We know how he do. Hey, how we do it? We know how he do.
That is right.
His heart beating all fast.
So I believe in this case, we are a slight bit, just an inch, a glimmer of a bit better than what we were last year. I mean, where we was the last game in which you played. So in this one, I'm taking the San Francisco 49ers. They're still without Brock Purdy. He's still out yet another game. He still has a toe injury. But I think we're further along where we have Kittle that's back in this game. Mac Jones has been instituted in the defense a little more. However, we know we're not going to be able to walk up on them and sneak them from behind or sneak them or sneak them because they've seen us already in what we had. Now they have the tape and everything like that. So it's going to be rough, but I'm going to take the 49ers. Already a turnover.
I'm going with the 49ers. Let me go ahead and say I'm going with the Rams.
I figured so.
I'm going with the Rams. I think they're going to go in there. Like I said, it's a division game. I feel like the Rams got to make a proof of point that we the ones that's coming in here to take over the division. So I'm taking the Rams. CC, who you got?
I'm taking the Rams again. This time, Rams get it done. Last time, that Thursday night game, you disappointed. This time, get it done. Rams,
nice catch.
McVay,
touchdown.
Let's get it done.
Tampa's already up 6 or 7-0.
It'll be all right. It's early. I think my man froze over there. Oh, there we go.
No, here I am. Who'd you pick, CC? You went with who'd you go with? I ain't hear you.
The Rams.
He did go with the Rams. Okay. Last but not least, for today's game, the late game, which is going to be another good game. Which I'm gonna go ahead and go to CC about this game because he talked highly about somebody needs to put their feet to the fire and prove their worth, and that's the Pittsburgh Steelers headed out to the Chargers. So with that being said, that game is at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 8:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh my good pass.
Central Standard Time. CC Chargers Steelers. Who you working with?
Oh, they didn't give it to him.
I'm going with the Chargers in this one. At home, they got to deliver in this one. Like I said, they ain't got no offensive line, but I think they got enough to beat the Steelers in LA. So I'm taking the Chargers.
Okay. Trey, Steelers, Chargers. Who you rocking with?
He's taking the Chargers. I'm taking the Chargers.
Oh, okay, you taking the Chargers too? All right, I'm going with the Chargers too at home. I'm going at the Chargers at home. I feel like they're gonna get it, make it happen. You said somebody drinking early. Really, Scott? That's how you feel? Somebody? No, we're not drinking early. That's just we still just been getting away with some nonsense. That's what I say, in my opinion. The Bucks are up on the Patriots 7-0. But moving right on, are we gonna do the Monday night game now too?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. It's my beloved Philadelphia Eagles going out to Lambeau leaping Green Bay Packers. Y'all already know. Y'all don't have to ask me who I'm going with. Because, Jalen Hurts, they just coming off a bye. They feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be real nice, good and healthy. Brandon Graham's supposed to be coming back. I don't know if he's playing tomorrow. But if he is, boy, woo-wee. So give me the Philadelphia Eagles. But Trey, go on. Are you gonna show the Packers some love?
No, I'm taking the Eagles.
Ah!
I rock with the Eagles on this one.
Let's go.
What?
I know, right? Let's go. We knew you was going with the Packers, Scott. You a hater.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I want. Good job,
Let's
CC.
get it in, Scott. Let's get it in,
Good.
Scott. I'm taking the Packers
Let's go,
in that
CC.
one.
I see he said he picking the Packers. There's one other game. My bad. One other game. The Dallas Cowboys versus the freaking trash can. I'm taking the trash can.
Okay. I'm glad we're on a bye week this week. We'll see y'all in what? 2.5
I'm
weeks,
taking the
right?
bye week over the Dallas Cowboys.
We'll see y'all in
bye
2.5
week by
weeks.
30. The bye week
Yeah,
by 30.
I just saw that great run, that great catch and run by Naylor. That's his name, Naylor for the Vikings.
Naylor, yeah.
Yeah, he made a great play right there. Got him down inside the 5.
So as I sit up and look at the game, because I watch Red Zone. So as I'm looking at Red Zone, and Chicago is playing in the elements, it's snowing, or it has in flurries. So they're so I know CC, that's you was in that area. What's it like during that time frame when that white stuff gets to coming down in Chicago?
Yeah, it was
the difference in Chicago than any other place that I've been besides probably Canada is the wind element. Like if the snow is one thing, but if that wind is with it, Chicago has. Let's call it the Windy City because that wind cuts your face, and you could be a relatively person with bulk on your weight. Ask anybody if that wind is really blowing in Chicago, it might blow you down. I don't care how much you weigh. I don't care what you do. It knocks your balance off. So yeah, it's real. So it'll be difficult to throw and kick in that kind of weather because that wind is different.
Wow, I didn't know it was snowing out there. I know some places had some. I know one of the coaches, one of our kids that we coach, his father sold. It was North Dakota, South Dakota had a major snowstorm over the weekend or over the past few days. So we knew it was some snow up north.
I didn't know it was like that. I got snow out the back right now. I'm looking right at snow.
Right.
It snowed yesterday. It didn't snow today. It snowed yesterday.
Oh, the Vikings scored a touchdown?
Yeah, Aaron Jones.
Yeah, the Vikings scored.
5-yard touchdown.
Come on,
right?
Ravens.
The Patriots going for it on 4th down already. You know what I'm saying?
Who is?
Going for it on 4th down. Patriots going for it on 4th down already. Oh, they made it. Okay. They got the 1st down.
Let's go. Come on, Ravens. Now don't make me look bad now. Dang, I need all mine now. Come on.
I was going through some of my fantasy teams. And do you know one of my fantasy leagues, Dwaddle was available?
The what? You talking
Rico Dowdle,
Rico
running back for
Rico Dowdle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can believe that.
You think Dowdle just took that job from Chuba Hubbard? You think Dowdle took that job from Chuba Hubbard? Like not just injuries, but he actually took it from him?
Oh, nah, I don't think so. I think they're going to be. I think they got just like anywhere else. I think it's going to be a committee once he's fully back, and you can't deny what Schubert was and why he had that position. So I think he gets back in there as Dowdle. He just scored. So currently, the Carolina Panthers are up 6-0, 7-0 over the Saints.
Jacksonville up 3-0 over the Texans.
Yes.
Jacksonville up 3-0. Yeah, it's gonna be a good day of football though, people, because some of these games mean a lot more than what you think. And I'm already a game in the hole. He said, "What was he? Is he talking about Chuba Hubbard?" But Chuba Hubbard took over for Christian McCaffrey. He had big pads to fill in that sense, but He played all right. I ain't gonna knock Chuba Hubbard, but yeah, I think Rico Dowdle said I'm playing for a contract. We get this every so often out of players when they trying to find a home or they trying to get a contract. For me, it's when Rico Dowdle gets the contract, what he gonna be. Freaking Drake May punting the football, man. No punts today. Yeah. So all the picks are in. Uh-oh.
Yep. Yeah,
I need this one too. I need a big day.
17 years as the
It's raining in Tampa. Is that Tampa? Look like it's raining in Tampa.
Is it raining in Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can believe it. Florida.
We getting close to that time of the year.
Yeah. Bad weather, inclement weather. Oh, this motherfucker fumbled the ball. Oh yeah, they got it. So Houston just fumbled the ball on the opening return, and looks like the Jaguars recovered it. He holding that ball like a loaf of bread too.
Yeah, the Jaguars was winning 3-0.
Yeah, Jaguars was up. Yep. There it is. All right, guys. Well, that would be it for me because I got to get ready to get out to this field. Even though the girls don't play, I got to get them over and get them ready for this next game anyway. Hey, all right, fellas, I'm out. We appreciate you, Mr. Scott. Thank you. Finished watching the Vikings game. I need the Vikings to get this dub. I know you do. You want the Vikings to get that dub. They not gonna happen though. It's not gonna happen. But yeah.
Y'all have a good one today.
All right,
y'all
man.
know where to catch us.
Y'all
Make sure y'all say
y'all championships today. Y'all championships.
Appreciate you, bro.
I heard y'all say
appreciate you. Appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you, bro.
You see
y'all be safe,
make sure this week if y'all see a veteran.
Veterans Day Tuesday.
Congratulations.
Yep. Veterans Day Tuesday. Salute to all my soldiers. I
haven't been one to go to get the stuff or partake of what they afford veterans.
I do. I ain't did it in a couple of years though, but at the very beginning when I first got retired, I did. I used to ETN running crazy. So you just spoke of it. ETN running crazy. All right, y'all. I'm out this piece.
I'll let y'all see y'all next week.